Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition, the 191st consecutive edition. That's 191 in a row. Editions of Saturday Night Fever. No, not Saturday Night Fever. RobLynn Live with Ollie, the Wonder Dog.
That's from the other channel, remember?
I know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get too carried away, we do have a special guest this morning who is joining us via, well, I guess this is via YouTube and via StreamYard.
Mhm.
That's one Collins Manna. And Collins is one of the OTech pros who have gained quite a bit of favor with the OTech pros in Hyderabad and Dubai, as well as Mr. Mufareh. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, definitely.
Well, we'll talk about what we usually do, the day's events, days gone by. Friday's events included a 10 a.m. Marty corporate webinar warm up, followed by an 11 a.m. corporate warm up by what's that guy's name? Guy with no hair, Red Redfern. That was him. At 11:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Burj Khalifa Light Show was aired, and it was totally lit, if I might say so. No pun intended.
Lit.
Lit, L-I-T.
That is the word.
And 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our corporate webinar on our very own O Connect with over 31,000. Now get that. It's 3-1 with 1, 2, 3 zeros. 31,000 attendees. That's a wow, 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 wow. The festivities lasted from a little past 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it was quite an event, around 4 hours. And it's now just past midnight, and you are tuned into the one, the only midnight daily, late night, early morning consecutive live chat in its 191st edition, loved by the masses. I don't know about that. That might be an exaggeration.
Will be loved by the masses.
At some
soon.
point, maybe.
Yeah.
RobLynn Live with Ollie, the Wonder Dog.
Who's fast asleep and peaceful. Let's let it be that way. Thank you. People like the hat, son.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please send your love, light, and prayers to all who are ill and anyone who may have had an accident. And also continue to pray for Ash Mufareh and his family, as well as the teams working hard for us 24/7 in Hyderabad and Dubai
They're amazing.
and elsewhere. I think there's folks in other areas of the world that may be. Did you send the link along to you know who?
Yes, I did.
All right. Please subscribe to Lynn's YouTube channel and ring the bell, and you'll get notified whenever Lynn goes live or posts videos. And of course, give a thumbs up to like. Now, we've come to that important part of the morning where we say hello, Dusika. We're glad you're here. Where we mention a topic. And yes, we do have a topic. And it is O Connect raising the bar. O Connect raising the bar. So I think at this point it'd be a good idea to bring in Mr. Collins Manna.
Yes, I think
If
this
that's
is the
okay.
right time.
And there's Collins.
Here he comes.
You just removed him.
Oh.
You gotta put him back in there.
Okay. Hello.
You want him to join us.
Hello.
Greetings to everyone.
Welcome.
Thank you, Lynn and Rob, for inviting me. So I'm glad to be here to discuss about O Connect raising the bar. We've already raised the bar.
Raising the bar. Initially, if you remember, Collins, Ash had planned to announce a new top, if you recall. Well, this past afternoon, someone somewhere in ONPASSIVE land spoiled the surprise, if you recall. And so Ash and company decided to regroup and walk us all through A little bit of O Connect. All 31,000. Did you hear me? 31,000.
You gotta be kidding.
That's 11,000 more than any other platform
Yep.
that thinks they can do what we do.
This is true.
And he walked us through some of the totally fascinating features of our beloved O Connect. And as mentioned, joining us this Saturday morning is Collins Manna.
Yay, Collins Manna.
Collins, we were on the edge of our seats when he started talking and showing, and it became a major show and tell today. And
yeah, that was really, it was really crazy, honestly. I've never seen anything like this, especially when it comes to video and audio conferencing. And ONPASSIVE is more than that. I always said, when it comes to the world of video and audio conferencing, web application, ONPASSIVE just raised the bar, and it is more than what we think. And to build such a fantastic or a magnificent solution like what ONPASSIVE have just done is mind-blowing. You know, so you just want to look at. I always say, wow, Madi.
could I interrupt this program to bring a special news bulletin? Mr. Martin Pop DeGarmo has joined us here at midnight. Hello, Marty.
Wow. So as I was just saying, welcome, Madi. It's just a pleasure to be on the same seat with Madi. You know, looking at the way software is being built, and Mr. Mufareh told us yesterday, it took less than a year to build this, you know, the solution, a complete web application, a complete video and audio conferencing platform. Normally, if you would have asked me how long will it take, I'll be sincere with everyone. It will not take less than 2.5 years to 4 years to build. 2.5 years to 4 years to build a platform like this.
Whoa.
Because yeah, that's what, if you ask me, I'll tell you that. I'll just tell you flat out. If you're that type of founders or those type of those who don't want to hear the truth, this is the truth I'm saying. To build something like this, what we saw yesterday, would take a company 2.5 years to 4 years to come up with something like this, something from scratch. Because when we look at it, to build an application from inception to delivery, it's not easy. Because sometimes they go around the cycle. You build it and you scrap it. You build it, you test it. It doesn't work. You go back to the drawing board. What doesn't work, you look at it. You go lesson learned. Go back again from scratch. Fix it, fine tune it. You know, the process is really cumbersome. Like Mr. Mufareh said, you don't even want to be there. Sometimes this guy, I don't know how they do it, because sometimes you just sit and your brain will just shut down. Sometimes they tell you, go and take a nap. You take a nap, wake up again and start to think, because it is something that is from a word. I want to be able to do this. You think about it. So how will I do it? No, it's not possible. There is argument, there is counter argument, and someone will say, yes, I got it now. Let's start. And you just build something like this. Honestly, I will just tell you flat out, it will not take you less than 2.5 years to 4 years to come up with a total solution like this. That is the truth. That is the truth. And we're not talking about only O Connect. We're talking about O Mail, O Net. And you're looking about the budget. Mr. Mufareh said people pay, company will spend billions, hundreds of millions to build it. You know, they scrap it, they lost, they fail, they come back again. So the money just go, because this engineer, no matter what you do, you have to pay them monthly salary. They don't care whether you fail or not. As they go, you have to pay them because they have their family to feed. So what happened? You have to keep going, keep going. Do you abandon it or do you go? If Mr. Mufareh would have just come up and tell us some of the things, some of us would not even want to hear. How many times they scrap O Connect? Build it, scrap it. That is revenue going, resources, because he is a perfectionist. But now we come up with something like this. Maybe they scrap it 10 times. We don't know because we are not there. Scrap it 10 times or 15 times to come up with something. Say, wow, now we can go to the market with this. We know we'll blow the world. But it is crazy. It is mind-blowing. With the features, everything organically built. from scratch. Every piece of function is hundreds of thousands or hundreds of millions to get up with the emojis, to get up with that. You know, just look at it. Maybe there are engineers that are specialized in building emojis. There are one that are specialized in building the call to action button. It's just crazy. Every function is hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's what I want to say. So I will leave it there. Lynn, I'm just crazy fired up with OConnect.
Okay, and let's hear from Marty.
Wow. Thank you for the hats. I absolutely love them. Yeah, I heard Collins is going to be. I was going to be just sit out on the outside, but I saw Collins. I said I got to be here. But listen to this. You know, everything Collins said about 2.5 to 4 years. The other thing would be they would need triple the people, because everybody in the real world works 9 to 5. You got to force them to work over the weekend. Ash has got people around him that won't go home. Because why? Because of the culture that he made. The culture is the difference between ONPASSIVE and any other company in the world. Somebody told me, well, these other companies have the money. Yeah, I agree. They don't have the philosophy. You can't buy philosophy. You can't buy a feeling. You can't buy building a company with value and heart. Nobody does that. Only a crazy man would do that, okay? I say that with all due respect, but you think about what he did. You think about how courageous he was, how bold he was to jump into something like this, make it this big, build a landing platform for the largest aircraft in the world to land. I mean, I look back in history and I tried to find a company that would put out the money and the time and the value and build something this massive without bringing a dime in. No one. I've never seen it. Never, never, never. Somebody said, well, if the competition, let's get this straight. There is competition. Everybody has a spot. It's called second, because first spot is taken. There is no, we're not competing with anybody. There's ONPASSIVE and everybody else. That's exactly how it's going to be. And it's going to be that way because of what? The philosophy. I want anybody ahead of a company to walk into the shareholders and say, guys, I got to tell you what's going on. There's this new sheriff in town called ONPASSIVE. Here's what they're doing. And when they lay it on the line, they're going to go, oh my God, I guarantee it, guys. I worked for companies and I gave speeches, believe it or not, I didn't look like this. Gave speeches to people that were Fortune 500 companies, no doubt about it. I know how they think, I know what they look like, and I know how they feel. Could you imagine walking to a boardroom, you're the CEO of the company, and you say, listen, we want to retool. We're going to build unlimited value with heart. We're going to go for the best and then worry about the price. And by the way, you old codgers, do you mind taking a 90% cut? Let me tell you, they'll be looking for a new CEO on Monday, okay? Because it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You're going to see in history 5 years from now what happened in 2023 that changed the industry, all of it. And they're going to say it's called ONPASSIVE, and there'll be a book. And that book will come out and people will read it and they'll be in school trying to figure out, what did this crazy man do? And once again, I mean, all due respect, I just can't think of any other word, but he surrounded himself with the same type. The best part of the meeting for me today, besides hitting 31,000, is when Mohammed Nazal came on and just talked. And you start hearing this guy and how his mind thinks. I'm fascinated with that kind of stuff. Ash surrounded himself with a bunch of ashes. He really did. People that think outside the box, they're visionaries. The sky's the limit. There is no end. And I think as big as it was today, and all of you went, wow, I'm part of that. What an unbelievable. We know 1%. Now, chew on that for about an hour. So every time we go back, I think, man, I wish he'd stop saying a new top. I mean, there can't be. How do you beat Burj Khalifa? He did. How do you beat the train station? They did. A lot of that wasn't revealed, but something big happened, really, really big, and they're not done. They're going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. You got people all over the world, and you heard them today. There's a lot of people, big time people that want to be in ONPASSIVE. Wouldn't you? Do you think it's just money to get us in Dubai? No, it's the culture. It's where we're going. Dubai saw ONPASSIVE and said, we want them. It's not about money. Dubai's got plenty of money. It's about Ash opened up a little bit of a curtain and said, this is where we're going. And they said, come on, my son, come join us. Really, it had to be. Had to be. I don't know any of this, but just reading the tea leaves the best that I can. I'm sorry I went crazy, but no, it's I've never seen anything like it. Trust me. You all have dreams. Ash told you to get your dreams and wipe them off. I'm going to tell you something else. Take your dreams and throw them down the toilet and get better ones, bigger ones, because they're not good enough. And like I said before, you can ride ONPASSIVE like a Volkswagen, or you can slam that pig to the floor and go 300 miles an hour because he built the track, the car, the engine, the turbo, everything you could want. You can ride this thing as fast as you want, but you do what you want. I know people get nervous. Oh, Marty, I got to do. No, you don't have to do nothing. You can sit in the back seat. This car's going. But I think if you can buy time and get where you want to get quicker, why not? Why not? Anyway, that's all I got. I covered way more than I wanted to. But
No,
anyway.
that's great. That's great. Collins, what do you have to say on that?
Marty just blow it again. Marty talk about the best people surrounded by us surround himself with the best brain. I was just thinking about the brain, and I said, yeah, in every IT company, if you don't surround yourself with the best brain, you will fail, because they are the people who make that decision. They look at it, they develop it, they build it. And when Mr. Ashfara come up with an idea, they don't only sit and say, yes, we embrace it. Yeah, they always ask why and why not. Why should we do it? Why shouldn't we do it? And those who really ask this question, why, is it is always the biggest question in IT. Why? If you cannot ask why, you will never know where they are going or what the CEO is thinking in mind. If they say, yes, put yellow, you just say, oh, I'll code yellow. No, you have to ask why. Why not red? Why not blue? And Ms. Ashfara will tell you, we are doing this because of the customer. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing, because if we do this, this is where we will go. And they say, yeah, I got it. I get it now. I get it. So, yeah, we can do it. And those people who always ask why, they are the finest. They are the finest. They are just the finest. Somebody who is just Mr. Yes, 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 forget. You cannot be in IT industry. And where we are now, when it comes to O-Connect, it is the best of the best. You can talk about the 31,000. Yes, the volume. Nothing ever happened because we have database running. Nobody will even believe we have O-Connect database. A database just only handling all the volume coming. And we have the global database. There's a lot of moving parts, like Mr. Amfra said yesterday. The engine behind is solid. What we're doing yesterday is to test the engine behind and all the functionalities, everything running, making sure it is happening the way it is. The way the system was just rendering, I was just like, my God, I've never seen this before. Well, the other industry survive when they see this. Can they really do it? What will happen? Remember, Mr. Ashford talked about integration of that. I had a conversation with Oliver. We're talking. I said, no, the most difficult part, Mr. Ashford said it's not only click of button. We're talking about integration next week within the OES. It's not only to push a button. No. There's a lot of work when it comes to integration, because you're thinking about, what if I put it and it breaks all mail? it breaks ONET, OTrim, and the whole OES. So there's a lot of work going on, lot of testing, lot of checks, lot of reviews. Oh, they cannot leave one single dot without checking. In OES, when you integrate, you make sure every piece of function. And those who have seen the OES, close your eye. Think about all what you have been playing within the OES. Not only OMail. Think about all the functionality in OMail. Think about all the functionality in ONET. Think about all the functionality in OTrim. And think about all the functionality in OES. From login, when they say end-to-end check, from login, navigate through all those processes to all founders and then log out back. That is when you say, yes, I've done my integration correctly. It's not all about push a button, boom, go. No. Because you can do it and the whole system just shut down and say, no, we don't know it, like foreign body. Oh, what are you bringing like this? It's like I'm sitting here with Maddie talking. You bring somebody else, say Oliver, to join us, and it shut down all of us. We cannot even connect because the system said, no, we don't recognize Oliver. Shut down Maddie. No, I don't recognize. So the system must be able to recognize that you are bringing something to join and work with us together. It is a massive piece of work, and that's why I just said, with technology, you cannot put your finger and say, yes, tomorrow or the next day or the next day, it will work. No, it doesn't work like that. You check it, it fails. Yeah, you said, yeah, lesson learned, we fix it and we go. We fix it and we go. And that's why somebody said, why is Mr. Ashford not giving date? I said, in technology, you don't give date. You only say yes when it works. You don't give date, because if you give date, even you yourself don't know. You allow it to run. Yesterday, the system was just running because they are testing with live data. So you allow the system to run free flow. Where it breaks, they fix it and they go. Fix it and they go. But if you said you want to put a date that tomorrow it will work, forget it. Technology, nobody will ever say that. You ask me, I'll tell you, I will give you an estimation. What Mr. Ashford used to give us is estimation. It can be underestimated and it can be overestimated. That's what they give in technology. You ask me, how long will it take to do this? I'll tell you, I don't know. Let me try. Maybe it can take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but I don't know. Let's go. Let's go and try. Let's try it. It fails, we continue. So it is not like a piece of food or piece of something you just go and buy somewhere, come and drop it and say, yeah, that will do. No, it doesn't work like that in technology. It doesn't work like that. So normally, yesterday was my best day. If you ask me, can you put O Connect now in the market? I will tell you, yes, put it, because there is nothing out there. It is the best of the best you can get now in the market, with the features, the call to action, the resounding. What? Honestly, it's just crazy. It is crazy.
Music backgrounds, if I might add. YouTube connectivity, if I might add.
The YouTube, even if you look at the connection to YouTube, look at the video. It was just crystal clear. It's like you're watching a 3D. The sound quality, sometimes I say, no, I have to reduce the volume of maybe it's too much. I have to reduce my volume just to get it, because it was just like, oh my God.
Kind of
it's
like
just crazy.
Like a movie theater, when you go to a movie theater.
Yeah.
Surround.
And the sliding. Imagine we just here, we slide, and then everything just display. The background color and every little thing is detailedly done by design. It is detailedly done by design, and it's millions of code running behind. It's not just what you're seeing there, the code behind, the display and everything. Everything is actually like when they said, I know when Maddie they were there, they put the call to action button. I click on it and it took me straight to O-Founder, the page, the document. I don't know, some people were just afraid. Try it. When they put the survey form, I enter my name, click submit, because that is why we are here. That's why founders are there. Call you to come, try something. Don't be afraid to put something. If it breaks, they will fix it. That's why they said we are beta tester. Try it. I asked somebody, did you try it? No, I didn't try. Why? What's your use? Sitting there. Mr. Ashford said, try it. Click on it. If it breaks it, they will fix it. I tried everything. The download, it was less than 10 seconds. I have it straight on my laptop. That's just crazy.
The capture and screen
Yeah.
share. She tried it.
Yeah.
Types it in.
Yeah.
In 3 seconds, it was on her phone.
Yeah. I did it. Every piece of thing Mr. Mufareh was just performing, I was clicking on it from my end. I said, wow, this is it. Wow, it's just great. Wow. You know, it is so massive. I don't know. It's more than video conference. This is a business-like solution we have now in the market. Nobody will turn eye and look at it because this is what business need. It is solution to all our problems. You know, just imagine sitting there, you have call to action button, and you just click on it, survey and this, and there is a timer. Imagine you just answering a questionnaire. Interviewers, most of the resource company will use it. I've given you 30 minutes to do that. The timer straight, and you're working it in. Oh, time off. Everything disappears in front of you, and you're gone. My God, it's just crazy. I can talk on and on this night.
You know, I really believe that if they bring in 1 million people into OConnect, those million will bring in 2. I really do. I think when you see what we saw today, 30,000 people were slamming emojis, okay? Each one was perfectly clear. Now, they were going too quick because it's 30,000 people. But I could see hamburgers and pizzas, and of course, I'm picking out the food, right? But you can see it all go. And I was like, my God, look how clear that is. And people don't realize I'm not an IT guy, but to do all that coding and get everything. Listen, the video that played from YouTube onto OConnect was clearer on OConnect than it was on YouTube where it originally came from. How the freak do you do that?
I don't know how.
I know. I mean, when you look at the video, when you're watching it, I find myself just staring at going, man, look how freaking clear that is.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, when the birds cleep on there, you could see everybody's head.
Yeah.
Then he told us how many people are there, and I went, and then wait a minute, on top of that, we hear the train station yesterday had 2 million people on the train yesterday. 2 million. Grand Central Station, we all know Grand Central Station. Everybody in the world knows it. 750,000.
Oh.
We beat it by 1.25 one day. What do you think's going to happen in 2 years? Dubai's going to double in size, and we're going to be part of it. No doubt about it. No doubt about. Listen, if he just launched OConnect, we'd be set for life. My opinion. My opinion. If you did just alone, I really do. And we haven't seen nothing yet. And let me tell you, I researched. There's 10 boys out there, 10 companies that do video conferencing. I can't take them offhand, but there's 10. I made a video about it. You go look at any one of them, and we beat them off the map. Like as of today. Last week I thought we did, but no. Today, definitely, if they're finding out about it, they have to change their pants. I guarantee it. I mean, they got to go back to the boardroom and say, I don't know what we're going to do. Zoom's already laying off because they need to retool, is what they're really saying. Because the buttons are all over, it's not very user-friendly. You saw Ass. I don't know what cockpit he's looking at, but he's having a blast. I mean, I can't wait to see that end of it. And then be able to change the name of the title. Listen, how many times do you go on a webinar and know the heartbeat of the people? You don't. There's no way to know. You might get on and say, look, I want to talk about this or this. I'm going to do a quick survey. What would you rather I talk about? Bam, 90% says this. You do that. You're giving people, look, not only he make a product that is for the customer and value out galore, but it's above market value, but everything in it is also geared towards that, right? Not only are you giving them what they want, but inside while it's running, you can ask 20,000 people, hey, what would you like me to talk about? And within minutes, know exactly what percentage wants you to talk about this or that. You don't think that's valuable? Or you go, okay, what I want you to do, anybody that's having a problem with item number 4, click the link above my head. Click the button. You got 2 minutes. Boom, they're off. And by the way, it makes the new tab. It doesn't get rid of the webinar. So you go to the new tab, you come right back. You never leave the webinar. And I don't know if anybody knows, but a call to action button is banked. Okay, if you know what that means in my term. Call to action button is BANK. You call it value, you call it one. I'm going to call it bank. This is my opinion. Why? Because I've done a lot of things where you invite people on, they get off, they walk, they trip over something, they kick the dog, they fall down the stairs, they forgot where they were. The next day, they can't remember. Oh, I saw this webinar, it was great, I just can't remember. Call to action, they'll remember right now. Right now, they can do it right now. Really, I mean, today was, by the way, there was a list of 50 people to bring on the panel. And I realized nobody came on, right? Just certain people. But the reason that was, they had an agenda and they kind of modified the agenda. If you could watch, there was a lot of talk behind the scenes. It's okay. But anytime we're on, like Colin said, they're running tests. When you look and you say, oh, nothing's going on. And ONPASSIVE, that doesn't exist. There's always something going on. They're testing as they go. They're learning stuff. They know people are clicking and coming in and coming out and how steady it is. And that's how they're learning. And, but he had a list. He definitely wanted OTech pros at the top. But the problem was we were doing, he said, you haven't ready? I said, yeah. Then he wanted to redo it. And things just didn't work out quite like he wanted. But I think there's a chance they'll do another one that just has to do with people's feelings toward it. But tonight, when RobLynn are doing this is what he wants to see. Just because this gets out to people. Look, you can't buy this. I'm not joking. You know, people say, oh, how do you know what to say? You love something, you can say it. I don't need a script. My big ass can talk for hours about ONPASSIVE because I believe in it and I love it. It's simple. You got to read about ONPASSIVE. Your heart ain't in it. It's just very simple. You can kill it. Look at Richard. Love bite me, Marty. Yeah, I know.
Ash told you and me to bite him today.
I know. And I'm thinking, I haven't said that for a while. I'm trying to clean up my act. And then what do? Marty, I'm going to buy you a scooter. I said, you better get two, one for each butt cheek. Anyway, that's all I got right now.
Yeah, like Buddy just said, it is really true because yesterday, when I look at it, I know there was a lot going behind. I said, thank God we didn't even come on. You know, I was just like, I'm just satisfied, just seeing OConnect, being there, looking at all of those things. I said, you know what, this is really good. You know, Vincent called me. He said, Collins, I can't even sleep. I was just shouting, screaming. Vincent was really screaming, crying, tears of joy. So I've never seen anything like this. Because these are guys who have used a lot of video conferencing platform. Some companies have 1, 2, 3. You know, some will have 2 because one cannot really do the exact job. But we're talking about a video and audio conference that can do everything in every sector of your life. OConnect is there. Covers every. I was just like thinking, asking myself, how did Mr. Ash Mufareh really come about all of these things? What is really in his mind? Because sometimes somebody asks, why don't we do this? I said, no, because we are ONPASSIVE. Mr. Ash Mufareh want to go because ask yourself, those people who came with those products, they also think, believe, and they did it. So we cannot copy them. Mr. Ash Mufareh said it yesterday, and I was so happy. We cannot copy it because why should we copy somebody? We want to make a difference. Because in any IT, like giant company, they always come out, make a difference in people's life. And that's why they are the guru. Because they look at it and say, you know what? We will go our own way. We will do something different. And when I was just looking, I said, oh, you know, we're talking about push link. You know, they push a link. That's also crazy. You push a link and people can click it. It takes you straight to that. We look at the whiteboard yesterday. Yesterday, you can type and you can draw, you can do whatever, and you can download image in front of that whiteboard. You can download the calculator. You can share your calculator on your screen the same time. You know, think about financial company. I was just thinking like when Susie said, I said, What about financial company where they're calculating budget with all the CEO? They say, oh, it's not correct. They pull the calculator, pull the document, and then start to calculate, and everybody's watching just to tally up numbers. That is crazy. It's mind-blowing, because that is where you talk about a company looking at the customer and said, I'm not building it, because formerly IT company will build based on their understanding. And then when they come out, oh, the customer don't like it. You know, it's something that is not working for the customers, the users. But Mr. Mufareh put the users first. You know, it's like you dive in their brain and said, what do you really want? So Mr. Mufareh think as a user, Mr. Mufareh thinks as a marketer, he thinks as an IT person. Because the best in IT, the best CEO you will always get, like Mr. Mufareh, is to think as a user first. As a user, am I able? Is it simple enough? So the time is coming, because I was just comparing functionality in my own way, looking at OConnect. And I said, Mr. Mufareh is genuine, because if you look at where is it, there's a lot of shortcut in OConnect. The button out there. If you ask somebody, go to the other webinars, the other platform, video conferencing. If I said, where do you change your background? Mr. Mufareh move it and look at it and say, no, what? We will not hide it somewhere it's difficult for people to see. Make a shortcut. Bring it out. Click it, it's in front of you. Click on that button, it's in front of you. There are times that people don't know how to change it. But now, Mr. Mufareh simplify everything. Simplify it, where it's just like OConnect is for dummies, for everybody. So you cannot say, oh, I missed it. The button is just in front of you. Click it. Click it, select it, save, and boom, you are done. Where will you ever get this?
Click in and you win, I believe.
Yes.
At one
So
time.
most of them, they are drag and drop. I look at some of the features, they are all drag and drop. You don't have to do anything. You don't need to know how to write code. It's just so easy. You drag, you drop, you save, and you are done. You know, the heart of the customers, because you look at those who cannot navigate, those who cannot do anything, you hide it. Most companies, if you look at it, when they hide it, forget, it's because their system is just terrible. So they just want to find easy way to get away with things. It is not complex behind, just nothing behind. But this, you know, the complexity of ONPASSIVE, it's just make our life so easy. You make the code, you build it, sweat, and you say, no, I want to make it easy for the founders, or the customers, 5.5 billion internet users. I want to make it easy for them. How do we make sure we get it easy? Is by making it so complex behind. If they can flip it for us to see what is running behind, I'm telling you, all of us will fall off. All of us will fall off from our chairs. But the complexity behind ONPASSIVE is what is making it so easy for us to navigate through the system. So it's just like crazy, really crazy. It's really crazy. It's mind-blowing. I love OConnect.
Perfection is how we do it. I believe I've heard that somewhere before too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obvious. And I checked, Marty said he knew about the other 10 or 11, whatever it is, and checked them out. I checked out the big 5 today. And let me tell you what's happening with the other 5 that are now in 2nd and up to 6th place. Zoom's got the broom already. We already gave him the broom. So there's going to be a lot of people giving them the broom. Microsoft, number 2, goes totally soft. They can't even do a bot that doesn't anger people. The bot angers people. Are you kidding me? We have a friendly bot here. And how about Blue Jeans meetings? Well, they're going to take a seat on the bench. They haven't had a bell or a whistle or a change in 7 years. Not one. Not one. And go to meetings is gone. There's no meeting to go to. So there's a new kid in town. There's a new sheriff in town, and it's lit. And fire, 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 fire. More fire than you can deal with. It's so lit.
So just think about this, Rob. You know, when the first time we test OConnect and gather a lot of data, people think like, oh, it's just normal data because millions of people can just thousands and thousands. But this is how you look at it. You know, when Mr. Amshara told us about it was only testing about the number of participants, we are already unlimited. But when you simulate information within in-house, you're using only one browser type or two browser type, using one internet connection because they have the internet connection in the office, right? You're using operating system. Maybe some of them, they are just similar. But when you come out and you put it out for founders to come, they are looking from different destination, different computer, you know, iOS, Android, all of those laptops, you know, phones, mobile devices, you know, internet connection. Where are you connecting from? The system need to recognize all of that, you know. So you are injecting a lot of things in one system where you're connecting the destination, your internet type. It's like in UK we have all the different, like more than 5 different providers of internet, or 10 or a lot. People are connecting using different provider, BT, that. So the system now is testing that. The guy sitting there, they say, oh, there is a failure here. Oh, because we didn't take into consideration this type of the internet, blah, blah, blah. Fix it, bam, done. Everybody coming using that same internet, they are good to go. They can go in. Oh, we didn't take into consideration iOS, those connecting with Apple, bam, done. We didn't take into consideration those using different, you can call it the operating system, and like, you know, like you're using Firefox, you're using Chrome, you're using maybe Safari, all of those things. So all those things, that's data gathering, making sure the system can cope with all of those, you know, most of those things, most of those, you know, we call it non-functional part of the system. So where do you think we are now with OConnect? We are good, because only from the time we've run through OConnect, I think 5 or 6 times, all those information now has been sorted out. That's why you see people can join in, and Sanfara is just smiling, because when he said we have just gathered the information we need, these are all the information. When they sit behind, this is what they are looking. Can Lynn connect? What is Lynn using? You know, they look at it and the system can tell them exactly that this is what the person is doing, and it will throw an error, bam, they just sort it there straight on the fly, and we're just good to go. So it is massive, massive, massive. And I was just like, God, this is it. This is the true test. You know, this is true test. And thank God we have the number, the 1.4 million founders, those who were really lucky, fortunate to come in. You know, and I said, if you have missed this particular test as a founder, I don't know how you will ever, you know, have the same feelings like us, because just to be part of it, sit there, log in, and, you know, view OConnect for the first time, second time, and third time is something that it will just take the sleep out of you, or just make your head go mad.
What, myself, you know, as a layperson, all I can tell you is that it went smoothly. I didn't sense that the system got unstable. You know, like when you're on other platforms, and we're not going to say which platforms, but when you get like 15,000, the system gets unstable. People get booted out. Things go wrong. And for me, I thought it went really well, considering we got up to 31,000 attendees. Would you agree with me, both of you, that it was remarkably smooth?
Yeah, I think we would have even handled more. That's my belief. It's just that maybe people like those who use it, Kamika, Indian, maybe, because of their data and everything.
It might even hold double that. Really.
Yeah,
really, really steady.
Yeah.
It was.
So I was just looking at it. I said, you know what? People are dropping off because of their data. But imagine they have full data like the way we are. Would have handled 50,000, 60,000. Honestly, I just believe nobody knows. Only Mr. Ashford knows the limit. But honestly, we are really, really 30,000, 31,000. Zoom will even don't want to call their name. They'll be shaking. We know some of us will be kicked out.
But remember when that other company started, it could handle 15 attendees at the beginning, remember?
Yeah, 15, yeah.
And they were selling their product with that, you know, and here we are starting at, who knows what we're going to start at. It's going to be way over.
Oh, no, we are really, the functionality, you know, the capacity, we have it all. We have it all. Connect. All Connect is the best now, and it will never stop there. Remember, Mr. Ashfara told us it will only get better. He said, this is the ugliest we have seen. I said, what are you talking about, ugliest? This is beautiful.
Can you
this is
talk a little
beautiful.
bit about how it's not just one webinar handling 30,000 or 31,000 people, but how you picture how many webinars are going on worldwide, and each of those webinars have so many attendees in them, and the, you know, can you explain that part?
Oh yeah, that's exactly, Lynn, as you said it. You know, yesterday I was thinking about this, thinking about how many webinars, because O Connect now will be the best. You know, it is the best. So how many webinars can run concurrently? You know, a day, we're talking about millions of webinars. Say Mari Digamo is sitting having a webinar of maybe 2,000 people, 3,000 attendees. Lynn, you sitting there having this simultaneously, and we're talking about millions. Company, where are all those data going? Thank God we have data center, we have big database and data center to handle all of this data. Because if not, only the metered that most of these other companies will charge us will be crazy. That's why when Mr. Mufareh said we are unlimited, when they asked the guy, how long can we go? Say unlimited, because we have the capacity to handle this. But to be honest, sincere, a day we can have a millions meeting running simultaneously.
Wow.
I was just looking at companies that will even die for O Connect. What if this company come in? What if United Nations? What if this? What if that? We're talking about speech to text, text to speech. We're talking about speech to speech, multi-language translation. They've not even enabled that. Imagine what will happen.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah, because I was just sitting thinking about, just imagine you are on the train or traveling. Most of those who travel and they're having meeting the same time. You can just mute it, and then the speech to text will come in, and you can just be reading, following your meeting until you get to the office and start your job. How many webinar, how many video conferencing have this? Talk about the dashboard where you can control everything as a host or co-host, you know, managing everything. How many times have you been on a webinar and you shouting, stop, don't do emojis, don't do this? But now the host can control everything, and give you limited permission, give you limited access. So you don't have to be shouting, stop.
You see how fast that chat was going, Marty? That chat was Zoom, man. That was
My husband, I said, okay, I'm gonna type some emojis in right now. Watch, I'm gonna hit, and I hit. I couldn't even see my comment.
Yeah, I didn't see mine. You know, I was when I was thinking about the emojis, I remember when we were in the corporate webinar, Juno said, stop sending emojis, it will crash. And they're just like, but now you can just control it without even shouting.
Every conversation was always, because you throw a bunch of emojis in after 14,000 on another system, and it actually started looping and kicking people out. And I'm like, this one, it didn't matter. You could throw a trash can in there. It just keeps running and running and running. It's beautiful. Absolutely.
We are the energizer of the internet. That's going to be my new slogan. ONPASSIVE, the energizer of the internet. It's unreal what is ahead of us. Not what's here now, what's ahead of us. Mind blowing. Mind blowing.
I am so glad that Ash doesn't settle for anything but perfect. I don't care. Look, everybody gets all set time, how long it takes. Let me tell you something. We go out with what we're going out with to the world. You'll be so glad that he was a perfectionist. You'll be so glad that we are the best of the best. Why go out and you're just a little better than everybody else? You want to go out and blow them up. You don't have to mention anybody's name. You don't have to do a comparison. You come out, you offer it to the world, and let them decide. And unless Helen Keller's coming in, you could see really quick how unbelievable this platform is. I'm not kidding. And then picture that everything you could ever need is on the platform. Everything. It's coming. How about later on down the road, you need something? I believe everything you could possibly need will be in ONPASSIVE. You won't need to leave. In fact, when you log in, you're logging into ONPASSIVE.
Single sign-on, buddy. Single sign-on.
I remember Ash talked about the price. He said, just wait when you see the price. I said, come on, why do you want to give something so valuable for the price you are talking? I said, Ash, please don't go there, because nobody will ever do that. Nobody will ever do that. Because like Maddie said, for someone to leave a platform and come, except you're offering something better than what they are offering, that is human thinking. Because sometimes we are so addicted and stick to our old ways, and to really move someone from the comfortable position, because sometimes we like to be in our comfort zone, bring them, you must offer something different. And this is what Mr. Mufareh is doing. He offers something that you cannot.
The beauty also, guys, is ONPASSIVE is the only company that will have no small print. It's the only company in my whole life that it's bigger and better than I thought it was. Think about all the things you've ever done in your life. You get in and you hear all this stuff, and it's good, but it's not quite what you imagine. This is bigger than I could imagine. I expected the best, but I obviously didn't know what best was, because when I saw what I saw, I realized I have no freaking idea what best is. I know what I thought is wrong, because we surpassed that light years past what I thought. And Collins is right. When you get all these other things intertwined, and when they hook this octopus head up to everything else, and you're going click, click, click from one thing to another to another. Listen, you're going to get a license. You're going to be called a conductor. You just be waving a wand, man, and going from wherever you want. And talk about getting your job done and leave and enjoying your life. Think about it. Think about what you could do in 1/10 the time. When I did marketing, and I tell you what, when I did marketing, I used tape, crazy glue, everything I could to make it work. I had to go from one app to another app to make a bridge, to make it, and try to make it look seamless. A lot of work, a lot of money, and a lot of time. The stuff I did that would take me 5 hours, you could do in 5 minutes at ONPASSIVE. That's disgusting. And there's nothing more valuable than time, no matter what anybody says. Nothing more valuable than time. And somebody said, well, I'm just going to cruise. Go ahead. I'm not. You gave me the keys to a Ferrari. I'm slamming that pig to the floor. Oh, because for me, that's what I want. Now, you don't have to. Nobody has to. But my gosh, when it starts, and I'm going to say this to everybody, when you can buy traffic and you can use your profits to pay for it, do it. Do it. And get it done. Just get it done. This will be the largest company in the world. And remember, when I say that, I'm talking T, not B. A few T's. That's what I believe.
Yeah, like Maddie talk about time. It just like prick my brain again, because you look at it, how much do you think company will save if they come into ONPASSIVE? They will save a lot of money just by using our solution, because one of the things company are facing is the time. We have single sign-on, log in once and you go in. How many times do you forget your password after you go on a long weekend break or holiday, come back and you've forgotten half of your password, and you have to call support to say, oh, I've forgotten ABC, I cannot log in. And you know what support will do? They go by the priority of what they have. They don't go by password, because password is low priority, except you are a director or you are a manager. They say, all right, call, bling, 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 reset my password. But those who are just normal employees, They don't care about you. Tell you, wait, we'll do it on our own time because we have higher priority than that. What is happening? You are stuck there. You cannot do your job. Time saving. But now we have single sign-on. You cannot forget your password. Think about the way they've just make it so easy. Time saving. If you have 15-minute job, you can just log in straight, do your 15-minute job, and you are out. You don't have to stay and be understanding, oh, how does this application work? How do I navigate here? So the time, people spend 20 minutes only to understand an application to do 15-minute job. But now that time is money. In every business, time is money. So Mr. Ashford look at it and say, you know what? How do we cut down time? How do we make the solution so people can get in, do their job, and come out without wasting too much time? And this is ONPASSIVE is the answer to that, to all our problems, to business problem, you know. And it's crazy. They will save a lot of money for that.
Think about the companies. Okay, for example, some company has a large amount of people all over the world, and they say, okay, we're going to have a conference, and they want to do it live, so they have 3 or 4 conferences to break it up because they can't get all the people in one conference. Imagine this: everybody can go to one, and you could do a survey while you're on there. You could do a call to action. We brought up the safety item the other day. Did you guys see it? Oh, I didn't see it. Click the button above. They can't get out of it. You know they got it. You know they got it. So they click it. They get this download. Boom, you got it. Has everybody got it? Yep. Okay, how many people? Did you get it? Yes or no? Do the survey. Okay, 99% got it. 1% of you are not paying attention. You know what I mean? I mean, you could do so much with just one platform. Just one. I got a headache now. I felt like I weightlifted with my brain. You ever weightlift and your arms hurt? My head hurts. I don't even know if that's possible. It feels like I'm flexing my brain. And then today I'm watching all this stuff going on. And in my mind, being an ex-marketer, I'm looking at all the potential. And I'm like taking off like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. I got to pull myself back because I am on a webinar, you know. But I'm thinking of all the stuff you could do and all that. I'm looking around every once in a while, you know. Marty, what are you looking at? Oh, okay, sorry, you know. Because I'm putting all this together. But you know the funny thing, people come to me and say, well, I'm not a marketer and whatever. I said, you don't have any passions, things you like? Oh yeah, I like crafts. You can make an income with crafts. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Get it. I know people that do crafts on Facebook right now. They bring a crowd in. They do very well. If that same crowd doesn't come back, they do a little less. Another crowd comes in, they do a little less. And on passive, you bring the crowd once and they become part of your team. So you win, win, and win. It's a killer. And then have them come into a club that you created called We Be Weaving, or whatever you want to call it. And everybody can come to it. Real, I mean, you got to start thinking of what you have. You have a Rolls Royce Phantom. It's not a Volkswagen Beetle. This is not run of the mill. This is something that you never get a chance again. And if you have a passion, build it with this platform. You could do anything you want. I don't care what you are. I don't care what you do, what you love, model airplanes, guitar playing, whatever. You could set up a series of videos and charge for it, guys. How many times did you work to do it? Once. How many people might take the video? 10,000? Even $5 a piece? I'm not great in math, but what? Are you kidding? And that's how this whole thing can go. And people that'll really look at the potential. I'm not saying work hard. I'm saying think of the potential and run with it. It'll set you free. It'll set your great grandchildren free. No doubt about it. I'm hurting myself. Okay. I'm
But Marty, what you said is yesterday, you know, I was talking about ONET, and a lot of people came in my mind, those who are good writers, those who are good singers, those who have done a lot of things. I know I call them. I said, you are in ONPASSIVE. Have you ever taken a look at ONET? He said, no, I've never. I said, go, let me show you something you've never seen. And I showed them podcasting and blog. I said, do you know you can do this blank blank? When this guy registered, I said, oh my God. I said, how much do you think you can pay for a podcasting tool? Check the price out there. It's not free. Mr. Mufareh gave us for free. For free. And even the one that you pay is hard to use. It's really hard because there's a lot of things you have to do to make it work. But Mr. Mufareh gave us drag and drop for free. Podcasting. People are millionaires just to do podcasts. People are millionaires for blogging. You know, this guy was going crazy. I said, do you know I love ONET? When I turn and I look at all the other platforms, I don't even want to look at it anymore because I'm so addicted to ONET. I put my podcast, I do my blog, I've even put some of the blogs there, and I'm just keep on going. You know what? As Maddie said, it will set you free. Mr. Mufareh is not, it's not there for decoration. It's not there just for fancy, just, oh, we have it. Use it and you will see what will happen. You see what will happen, because if you don't use it as founder, remember, there are millions and billions of people coming in. They know what it is. They've been struggling, you know, using podcasting tool or blogs. They will come and be multi-millionaire in ONPASSIVE. For just those two functions,
Who is talking about the wallet? Potential of O wallet. Marty, Chris, or Red, or who was it? Marty. Somebody was talking about O wallet a couple days ago.
Mike Ellis.
Oh, that's right. I watched his video. That was powerful, you guys. One product, right? And that, like we're saying, each of these one products that we're discussing are multi-billion-dollar or more markets, huge markets.
Yeah. Because, and some of it, we just have it for free. Just that founder have not discovered, try to compare, look at it, and don't look at it and sit back. Ask yourself, this function here, can I get it for free? And you tell them, my God, we have it for free. And they are charging people out there for that.
Yeah.
You know, so imagine those who are really into this and they know I can get it for free. They will do what? They will run away and come. They know I have it for free and I can make so much, can monetize using all of these tools. ONET got it for free.
Wow.
You know,
Value.
So we can look at all the product. The other time, you remember Lean Heroes? What did we do? We went to OMail. What did people say? People didn't know that they have analytics in OMail. A lot of founders didn't know that I have analytics in OMail. Where you can analyze your email, see where everything, the number of inbox, the number of mail in your inbox, number of mail in your outbox, you know, number of everything is just there, analyzing for you. It's there in OMail. You know, I was just like, my God. You know, my God. You can set everything up and say, okay, all the important email coming from Marty Digamo, push it to my log folder and the system will do it for you. Set it up yourself. I don't want anybody to see because it's important. So go into my log folder and every mail coming from Marty Digamo to your log folder. It's just crazy. Do you want to set, you know, read receipt? It's there. Set it up. Every email, Maddie Collins, I've requested you to read this email that I've requested a read receipt. Boom, Maddie say yes. It automatically I'll see it and say yes. Maddie, I've read my email. You cannot say you didn't see my email.
All right.
This is the genius behind all the solution, all what we have. Mr. Mufareh take it different level up there. It is not free. It is not free. Most of those functions, they are not free. Even the business part of it, those other providers, when they say we've created business part, look at the business part, it is not there. So you always have something lacking. You want it, they charge you more. You want it, they charge you more. But we have it for free.
This is, as we say, the word is massive. ONPASSIVE is massive. but it's more massive than any human being can conceive. Even as big as we think it's going to be, don't you think it's going to be far bigger?
We don't, it's endless. It is endless, honestly. Just think about 1 year from now, where ONPASSIVE will be. Think about 1 year. You turn and look at it again and say, my God, what is still happening? Because it's an IT company, they will, as Mr. Mufareh said, they will build and build, build and build and build and build. We don't know. It will never end. This is just the beginning.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
It's just the beginning. And the best is yet to come. Mr. Mufareh said the best is yet to come. Just wait when AI, most of the AI functionality will come up. And we're talking about AI, we're talking about our chatbot. It will be one of the biggest and the best AI chatbot.
And friendly too.
Yeah, friendly.
It's
Can
all
move it around.
all about humanity. It's all about helping each other.
Yeah.
You know, the classic example of that was when we all were helping. When I say we all, many of us were helping people migrate.
Yeah.
It was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It was just the right thing to do. And it's everything is just the right thing to do within ONPASSIVE.
Yeah.
It seems like everything we touch is magical.
Yeah.
Today, you know, seeing everything that Ash put out there on the table, along with Mr. Kamal and Mr. Nazal,
Oh.
it was unreal. It was like it was just flowing. Well, we've got this now. We've got this over here, and yes, we have this, and we have a calculator. And oh, you want to do YouTube? No problem. We can do that. Nowhere else.
Oh.
Nowhere else.
It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
All right, and we would like to go ahead, honey.
We'd like to welcome the one and only Mr. Ash Mufareh. If Lynn will click on and add him to the stream. Hello, Ash. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Saturday.
Happy O Connect. Happy blew our minds.
Let's connect.
We're connected. I guarantee you we're
All
connected.
right, Mr. DeGarmo, what do you want? You told me to come here. What do you want?
I figured where everybody's going crazy, you need to hear it. So
It's like,
yeah,
I thought
I
you'd
can't
be tired
sleep.
from me. I don't blame you. What's the topic? What are you talking about?
Are you kidding?
Oh, Mr. Ash.
Food, politics, religion, sports,
Yeah,
Raising the bar.
romance.
Yeah, the romance of O Connect. How's that?
We got
Yeah.
OTech on our brains today, definitely, and in our hearts.
I don't blame you.
Mr. Ash, can you imagine this is 6:10? I've not slept because of O Connect. You've given us sleepless night.
Yeah, 6 o'clock, right?
Yes, AM in UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lynn gave him a wake-up call about 6 hours ago and said, we'll see at midnight, right, Collins? And he says,
Yeah.
I'll be there. Here he is.
And I said, yeah, I'm fired up.
It's not going to speed up your death a millisecond. You're going to be fine. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's a lot to take in. And I just realized that, whoa, we forgot to show this. We didn't show the timer to time speaker. We didn't do the multiple choice. Yeah, we didn't do a couple of things. And to do whiteboard on screen share, like when we shared the ONPASSIVE.com website. There are a few things we didn't. Yeah, we'll leave some for next time. The thing is just not going to stop now. I mean, the good stuff is coming. This is the skeleton.
Jeez, it's a fat skeleton. I can tell you that. Yeah, when I'm on the panel, I'm thinking of all the stuff you can do, and then I find myself wandering off, and they say, "Well, you're on the panel, Marty. You need to wake up." I mean, there's so much. That call to action is all that stuff where you can say to an audience and say, look, tonight I was talking about this or this. What would you like to hear? And do a survey instantly. It's amazing. Amazing. Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, there's no limit. Absolutely. In every direction, every dimension, whether you're talking about capacity, security, clarity, you name it, there's no cap.
Oh, the
I
video was
can't believe you
We said
played
it's
a
a game changer.
video.
You thought we're kidding, like we were messing, it's
No,
a
no,
game
but I
changer.
don't care.
It's a game changer.
I expected really good, but this is beyond that. I just didn't know what good was, obviously. But the video you played from YouTube was better on OConnect than it was on YouTube. How the heck do you do that?
I can tell you that. Yeah, this is something that also I wanted to address on the live event. Maybe next time. Well, you can you know explain to the teams. So there is a video booster. Like we're building our own little programs, one on one on one. So this can like boost uh, on responsive applications, like the one that we're using now. Some are going to be more specific. Now, when you see this on a desktop, you're going to lose your mind. This is on so many networks and uh, regions. If you're going to conduct like a webinar just for, I don't know, pick a country, the UK, all from the same region, and you're going to have 200-300 people there, the picture is going to pop from the screen. All right, that's how the quality will be. Now, the variable is there is, at the moment, there is some reliance and dependency on the recipients or the viewers' bandwidth, internet connection, the signal, the stream, how strong it is, the strength of that, and perhaps the device. This technology is built for devices and softwares and operating systems from 2008, 15 and above. Okay, roughly 6, 7, 8 years old. Okay, now any older than that, they're going to struggle with this edition. Now, go into the ecosystem and enabling that to the users. What will happen? We enable the AI. So we're not, remember I said, we're not going to go backward. Okay. We're going to create good technology, catch up with that. Okay. Like upgrade your device, all of that. I understand people need a little bit of a break, but what we will do is not us. We will go back and develop like outdated technology or poor, weak, structure. AI is going to go back and pick you up. Let me explain that to you in plain English. So when we have that integrated with the ecosystem, Collins would know this. Okay. What will happen? The first thing, it will ping your and detect your internet connectivity and device and specifications, your RAM, all of that. It's going to read it before you even turn it on. Okay. It's like going to be super fast. So it picks up that now. If it's below the threshold and the parameters that we set for our technology, it will drop and will provide to you. You're not going to have the clarity as somebody has, a device from 2023, 4K, 1 terabyte, 256. You're not going to have the same quality, but you will not be left behind. So we'll let you do that until you pick up, upgrade your device, and we're going to have a good show down the road. But we do have a solution for that. But that, just to be clear, we're not going to go back in time and build our technology based on the past and history. We're going to build our, futuristic. It's AI driven, but we'll let the machine go back and give you that, boost.
Wow, I didn't even know
This
you
is
could do that.
crazy.
That's amazing. Yeah.
This is really crazy, Ash.
Remember, also what we have now, we have multiple regions, we have multiple data centers involved, and still, there's some dependency on AWS here. So, in a way, it's like lots of sticks and ropes, if you wish, tied up here and here. So it is not as, I would say, firm as it will be when everything is going to be on the final structure, the data center that we intend is going to be like laser speed, and
Wow.
the performance, the quality is. Listen, I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't believe this is going to change the game. And here's the funny part: we'll let the user just pay for the cost. We will be happy to give it away if we want to, and that will make those uh, billionaires lose their mind. We're not worried about making the money. We can give 2, 3 products, 5 products. We can give them away. We don't have to make money in every product. But I'm not saying that. I'm just saying uh, the key is going to be insanely affordable
Wow.
to if you compare it with anybody. And to be realistic, it's unlikely that 99% of people are going to reach 30 or 50,000 at the same time. Only influencers, events, and things of big companies, big corporates. Yeah, something that once in a while, not a daily thing. The day-to-day thing, 400, 1,000. Yeah, if you blow it up like maybe 3, 4,000. If you have something that people are interested in, but the scalability that we're able to achieve, we have no limit. Remember, this is what's available. This is the traffic that showed up today. Had any 100,000 showed up today, we wanted that, and I hope next time they will make that contribution show up, and let's break it and see where we get stuck. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. The key is the concurrency. Like we tried to broadcast from O founders and post something in the ecosystem, have people log in the ecosystem or the O founders at the same time, go to ONET, and people are working on the background in multiple applications. This is how we do it. Now it seems to most people this is where we have the attention or the focus on. People think, well, now like they're like day and night working on OConnect. Yes, but it's not even tenth of the other projects. If you come and see like what we're doing, on the administrative activities, opening more places, regulations, licensing, all of that, paperwork, you think, oh, this is a full-time company task mission. You go to our HR and the discussions and the recruitment and the profiles they're showing. You go to support, you go to the design people, you go to the people who are working on OTracker or Academy or other applications we haven't even put them out, or the media or the projects that we didn't even say a name, not even a name publicly, not even in the entire staff, not even a portion of our staff know about those projects. You would think, oh, wow, okay, so that's okay. I understand. This is a big task, so they must be overly busy with that. The craziest thing is like I look at it like, yeah, but when I finish with somebody, they think, whoa, like we maxed out the day. No, I'm going to the next deal and to the third project and to the fourth and to the fifth, and I still come here on RobLynn Live and we can chat. And it doesn't stop. There's no, this holiday weekend thing. We don't have time for that now.
Wow.
Now you know why I called him crazy. I can't help it. There's no other word.
Oh, obviously, the sad news is like we cannot share as we used to. Things are now out in the public and more abused, if you wish, data. I wish I have the luxury to have fun and share the excitement. We're going to have to zip it for now. But the deal is going to be whatever we accomplish, you're just going to see it. But it's no longer people are going to have that privilege to witness the progression as we go, which is a whole different experience. A lot of people would appreciate the knowledge and the expertise that they gain. It's a university,
Wow.
but we're happy. We couldn't be more fulfilled. Like, come on, our life matters. Like, we're doing something worthy. Okay, there's so many things. There's so many things. You pick a topic or a sector, I tell you, there's a million, thing going on that direction. You pick anything. You pick anything. I mean, you wouldn't think, oh, maybe medical field. Yeah, we got something going on. Maybe agriculture. Yeah, we got something on. Whatever you want. Automobile. Yeah, we got something going on. You pick anything. All right. So any area we are going full, we know we can do good for humanity. We know we can do good, and we don't think of money. That's the naive thing about us, because we're not. We're just creating organic solutions in house, and nobody get offended by this. There's just a saying: if you need to milk the cow daily, I guess you own the cow. So that's what we're doing. You buy the cow. So that's what we ended up doing. Bought a few cows.
Wow. This is just mind blowing, Ash. It's just like it's really bigger, honestly. Really, really
Right.
massive.
All right. Ask me questions. Tell me anything bothering you, having a hard time to sleep.
I got a question.
Hit me.
Why do you smile
It
when I say
sounds
that?
it sounds funny because
I,
you're up to
I'm trying.
something goofy. Maybe.
No,
Okay, go
no,
ahead.
no, no. I'm not. I'm going to be serious. I can be
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
How do you keep track?
Of which one?
Everything. Everything. How do you know? Have you ever gone to a meeting and forgot which one you're going to? I mean, no, you have.
Come on. No, come on.
No, but I mean, how do you keep track?
I love the question, but I don't want to make it a long one. So I probably don't take it as like trying to give myself a compliment, but I think I'm good at prioritizing things. I I know I have 4 hours and I have 10 things. Quickly, I shuffle them. What are the most important 2 things that will give me 80% of the results? That's how I do it. I do
Okay.
that every increment of the day.
How do you remember where you left off the next time you come back to that project?
Yeah, so and this is a blessing I have. Okay, now I'm not gonna tell you I don't have notes. You know, it's so much. Okay, I'm like piles here and here, folders on the computer, devices, all of that. Yeah, they're there, but I rarely go back to them. There's not, for 2 reasons. I don't have time to go look for them. I have to, and I don't need them. It's in me. How could I forget this conversation? How could I forget like what you say now? This is a topic. So if I go and speak with HR now, okay, we know what are the top 15 topics. Terminated that, interviewing these and issue with that, writing this, investigating that. We know what the issues are. You go to finance, you know what. I don't think an average, memory can handle that. So there is a good blessing. I think I'm blessed with a sharp memory, and I recall things because it's my blood, in my blood. It's in my heart, and I think that's like engraved in me. So I don't have a hard time. Like I don't have a hard time to recollect something or yeah, but I try to flush out the nonsense quickly. All right, the minor things, and add to it. We're in a much better position now that you have executives that they're handling some area. All I get is I give the report, I give the updates, and not every increment they're asking for guidance now. Per day, everyone will ask maybe for one thing. Sometimes you can go a week, one department can go, they're fine, they're flowing, they're just daily, they give me. Um, so I have on the computer, we have groups, okay, every department, everybody give me every day, every single employee, every single one of them by email, and we have an online platform as well, okay? O projects. What they do is every day they tell me what they're working right now on, what they're working on right now currently, okay? And what they finished. So this is usually at the end of the day. What they finished, what they accomplished today, and what's the plan for tomorrow. 3 things. What I am working on right now toward the end of the day. So every single one of them. Do I go and see every one of them? I kind of screen it, but chances I'll see. So you get the attendance. You get somebody who will send you the report, the financial report. So you get them, but they're good. You don't need to get involved as much as before. Yeah, of course, big things, big decisions, problems. Yeah, and here's the thing. If it gets to me, it's not fun. Okay? It's already, they tried, and now I need to get involved. So, which makes me smile. Anything that comes to me, I know it's not going to be the easy stuff. It's not the fun stuff. It's already, stuck. So I have to give the support, in a creative way so we can find an exit. Now, apply this to 20 different, topics, whether department, vendors, this, that, okay?
Wow.
You got a lot of issues every day. But we try to prioritize, like, what can be done today realistically, okay? And so you get better, it's a good exercise. Now, the more you work out your brain, your muscles, your stamina, your tolerance, the better you get, you breathe, sometimes, you get physically and mentally tired, and you're not as efficient, okay? So you probably have a unproductive day. It can happen. Like, man, today went, without doing what I had to do, but tomorrow you'll pick up.
Wow.
But I truthfully don't need the notes as much. They send me, I read them, but yeah, there's like, it's just from the heart, and I think that helps a lot. Yeah, because if I have to go back and the notes, because I'm not doing it, scripted. Uh,
Wow.
and anything that involves people or creativity or technology, I just love it. So how do you forget that?
And it
The
seems
only thing I forget is the the effort and the tired. Like I forgot what did we do. Like for you, I don't look at it like It's a beautiful day, and tomorrow is looking even brighter. That's how I see it. So we forget the sacrifices quickly and the efforts. I'm sorry, Rob. Go.
I was just going to say what I like, or seeing people like Jay, who I didn't know from the Man in the Moon till he came on screen a few weeks ago. He's a yes, boss, we can do that. Yes, boss, we can do that. Well, that's the attitude that this whole group of founders now has. Yes, we can do this, and we're going to do this, and it's it's a good feeling inside to watch your team at work, doing the work that you're directing. Maybe you're not directing at all, but you know what's going on, and they want you to know that they know what's going on. And
I look out for them. Yeah, I look.
Yeah.
I back them up. So, for example, Jay, in the very beginning, he's handling this project. He's not the technical person. Okay, he's managing. All right, he's not the tech guy. Just to let you know, he's a guy who takes a notes and delegate. All right, or coordinates. There are so many people that he has to report to, and in the beginning, he would get frustrated. Listen, because we would go and test out like 200-300 employees, Dubai here, there, okay, and then everybody, oh, this is not working, this is not like a can of worm on him, okay, everybody's like bzzz, bees, okay, and I thought, okay, when we finish, I go talk to them. Listen, everybody's at you, but take it as a good exercise. You're gonna get used to it. This is not gonna increase. You're just gonna get better. Don't refuse that. But in a few months, you're going to become a complete different person. You're going to reinvent yourself and allow that to happen, and you're going to thank me. Okay. And I'm behind you. I understand. Uh, I I feel what you go through. I mean, and I mean it genuinely. Okay. I tell him that. I understand it can be frustrating. I can understand you could be overwhelmed and all of that, but it's a very good thing. You're going to become a different person after this. Allow it to happen. Don't refuse. Okay, Mr. Ash. Okay, okay. And then little by little, and I know when it's too much. So for example, when they tell him we need this by 2 o'clock, I said no, it's okay. Give him until 7 o'clock. And let him go and come back or something. So you have to be compassionate. And then today, if I tell him blindly jump of a cliff, like he wouldn't even tell me what's going to happen. No, no, no. He jumped and he will ask. He will not even, yeah. And now he's become a different person. He can tolerate calmly. Uh, I mean, he would not exchange this for the billions. Why? Because the experience, the exercise, mentally, emotionally, the brain, all of that for the man. Now he can handle anything. Now he has that smile and the pride. I mean, don't take me wrong. They're physically drained completely. That's normal. But pick up a couple of hours sleep. That's it. You're fresh. Yeah. Well, we're gonna treat them. They're gonna go some, Maldives or somewhere fun and take a good break, and they will forget the tired days. Uh, so that's a good example, Jay. So he's become a totally different person, and others are now they respect him because for what he's doing for the organization and for how much he's tolerating, and they know I'm with him and I respect him and all of that. He's a hero. Uh, 6-7 months ago, you would have to ask, "What's your name?" Only on passive. Now you tell him, you give him any mission, he will smile. He will say, "It's a joke," because this is the hardest.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that is a real impact. Like you're living the experience with them, and you're genuine, they know you're not going to hurt them. You're not just like, oh, do this, I don't care what happened. We're human and we want to do this together. We sink, we all sink. Okay, we're in the same ship. Yeah, we soar, we all soar together. So
Ash, I think that's really the best way. Like what Ash said is really brilliant, because you treat employee like that, you always get the wrong solution. But to treat them as human, you get the best out of them. So and
now in business and management, it's not a good style. Don't do it because you're going to bankrupt. Okay, but it's me. I cannot change that. I mean, I'm not the best businessman. I'm not a businessman. I don't like to be called a businessman. All right, and that's not my intention. I'm not working on it. I don't want to get better. I don't want to be any good businessman or bad or excellent. No businessman, okay, is in my interest. No character of a businessman. So I'm more of a, you know, humanitarian leader who want to make an impact and influence others. Those who are in my business, around me, in my family, my friends, anyone comes in my life. And like I said today, even those we don't know, if we're helping them, knowledge or any value, that's our pleasure.
Wow.
Would I like to die as the best businessman and legacy of $3 trillion, or I had like 3 million friends. They all pray for me and they love me and they respect me. Which one? It's a no-brainer. And money doesn't add value or happiness to you. Your happiness could be a good chat, a good compliment, a good smile, a good accomplishment in your business today, something that you believe in. You're completely convicted what you're doing is worthy. That's happiness. Playing with a child, snack, something delicious. Yeah, of course. This is happiness. This is the life. Good music, good chat, good whatever. Yeah. I don't think happiness is like looking at seeing all those big figures in the banks. Banks sucks, to be honest with you. They break like quickly. I tried so many banks and they're like, okay. So I decided maybe we should find a solution for that. Let me stop.
You seem pretty relaxed today, or was that my imagination?
No, I mean, I don't think I'm physically relaxed. I mean, I had 3 procedures this week since Monday.
Wow.
And I'm supposed to be laying down, drinking pills and relaxing.
Well, you look pretty darn good.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I don't stop.
Ash, do you ever sleep?
They say, go rest, Ash. I mean, come on. We're gonna rest in peace.
Yeah.
Forever. So
All
right.
We just had
UK's away.
another UKer.
Wow.
In the house.
All right.
Hey, Collins, Ash, Marty, RobLynn.
Who called you to come?
Well, I was up, and obviously, as soon as I get up, the first thing I do is.
So you had the key. You just kick the door. How do you come in?
Well, a very nice lady sent me a message.
Very nice.
I did not.
Yeah, we all
Vanna,
waited to see you
come
in a-
on, Vanna, you did really. Good to be here. Didn't get much sleep, obviously. Very excited from yesterday. Really was. It was part of the best part for me yesterday was speaking to Mohammed Nassar as well. Him talking and getting to know him a little bit better. That was really, really cool.
Everybody enjoyed that, Red.
Yeah.
I heard that a lot of people. He just sat back and started talking. People asking questions. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
And especially from, I'd love to hear his story of how what he saw with Dubai building, because obviously he is originally from Dubai, from the early days, and I mean to be part of a desert to this massive
His dad
city
has
now.
the oldest and the first marketing company in the UAE from the
Wow.
60s. So all the governments and the first Sheikh Zayed, the father of the emirate, was, you know, the first contractor. So this, yeah, he comes from a, and his dad is named William. This guy has an interesting story. I think he should say it, not myself.
Yeah.
So Muhammad Williams Nazal.
Wow. See, I
Yes,
suppose.
Muslim, Christian.
Yeah. I was going to say, what a mix. What a mix.
Yeah. So his grandfather was adopted by a Christian family, and as what do you call that? Gratitude, or what's the word?
Respect.
Yeah, respect, or
Yeah.
what's the? There's another word. Okay, but he called his son Nazal's dad Williams.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
What a great story.
Yeah, I mean,
But
there's more into it. I mean, yeah, one day he probably should tell everybody. It's good. It's about unity. I love it. It's about like we all come from the same breed.
yeah. But what he was saying as well about the Burj Khalifa, that it only has 3 colors as well. I mean,
That's true.
It sort of gave me this impression of, you know, when artists work with oils, you know, and they
Yeah.
have to layer it up. You know, when you're very close to it, it doesn't look like a picture at all.
True.
But when you come back away from it, that's when you see the real beauty of what they've painted.
You know,
And
Redwood's brilliance is those people were building something, number one, to be, you know, hurricane and earthquake and tsunami proof and solid, and to stand tall, you know, the tallest building literally on sand, uh, somewhere in the desert. So all those in mind, yet they didn't forget the fact, why don't we turn this into a good marketing machine?
yeah.
And they had that included. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, it has sewage issues. It has a lot because of the location. This is not the safety. You don't know how much restrictions they have, like on us, because you know the floors we're doing. They come inspection every day in the process of building and the design.
wow.
And yeah, so that is definitely is a game changer. There might be taller buildings in Dubai itself, but this will be the original. This will be the first. It set the record. And we can always, you know, get a lesson. So the landlord, Emar, okay, was his employer, was his boss.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was with them. He didn't need to go to unknown. They're like $15 billion company, and they build everywhere. You know, in Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Egypt. Say it with me, China, I believe. Probably Japan, of course, the UK. They're everywhere, and all over the Middle East. I mean, they have, you know, the mall is you know, the largest mall on the planet. They own it, and all of that, and you know, so it's a known company. Now we come out of nowhere and we pick up a big marketing campaign. This guy said, "What are you doing?" And he saw the vision. And he said, "I want to work with you."
Yeah, I certainly got that impression from him yesterday when we were all talking to him. At every step of every question, obviously he was putting his input into the answering the question, but he always came back to saying how much input you actually have into it. So, you know, he certainly wasn't taking the glory by any means. You know, he was saying that actually you are the one that is steering him. Yes, he's the implementer of the vision of what he's trying to achieve on the Burj Khalifa, and I'm sure many other projects that you've got him doing. But he was very, very, very appreciative of you and what you're doing. And I think this is showing more and more. I was listening and you were talking about Jay and about how he's come along and how he's flourished. And, you know, this doesn't happen by accident. It certainly happens by leadership. And I think we are all part of this process, and it all stems from you, you know, of how you are treating people, how you are giving instructions.
But one hand
and all
doesn't clap. So, for example, Nazal had the experience, okay? He has the connection. This is like by blood, like in his DNA, his father, his family. This is like he's done that. But nobody would give him the ultimate support and freedom and the liberty. Do what you want. Go all the way, like without asking how much, where, by the nickel, by the dime. That's it. There's trust. He's creative, super creative, okay? And he has unlimited potential. He knows we're not employing him, we're partners. So, and I have so many ideas. Now, I don't have the skill, not that the skill is the easiest part. It's only 17% of the process, if not less. The ideas and the creativity and the overall picture, the vision is what matters. So we respect each other to the maximum, where everybody knows their lane, their strength, and we confess, keep this away from me. This is your area. I don't want to do this. You do that. So that's how you grow, okay? Without being original, if everybody's going to lead and control and all of that. Now, it's not like perfect in every department. Some people are still having that notion of control and competition and all of that. But after a while, but somebody like him at his level, it takes me less than a minute to explain an idea for him, and I will see it on my desk tomorrow.
Wow.
Fast, he gets it. We have similar way of thinking. Yeah, I got it. Oh, I do this, I do that. There's no. There's no never. It's not in there. At least, let me see what I can do. Do you want me to pause that? Push this? It's just like that. So that's gold. That's gold.
Yeah. Well,
there's
they
so
always
many
do.
like him.
Yeah, they always do say, don't they, that many people, if they are in a situation of enjoyment as far as work is concerned, then by giving these people, I suppose, almost a free rein to expand their abilities and mind within that workplace, then you've got them forever. In fact, they'd almost work for free because they enjoy it so much, because they literally are having working as their hobby, if that makes sense.
One time he stayed he got home at 10 o'clock. So let's say he left office at with MR, okay, the previous employer, okay, as of last April, almost a year ago, okay, when he moved. But we've been talking to him maybe half a year before. Okay, so he was kind of like, he's complaining. I got home at 10. 10 now with ONPASSIVE. Saturday, Sunday, going to Hyderabad, back and forth to different, Emirates, and they work out during the sun sometimes, We have some other activities. It doesn't matter. That's
being part of history makes a big deal.
You try to apologize and please go rest and all that. No. We have this brotherhood, no joke, okay? It's my business. You need to go, okay? You need to go. I'll do this. That's how I get him or Engineer Kamal or, several others. That's what they tell me. You go. We got this.
Amazing.
That wasn't the case in the beginning, so we're blessed now.
Yeah, your book is getting thicker and thicker of your autobiography.
Absolutely, and they get it, and experience, and they get to understand it. Some departments are still working in progress, but we got a few heroes that you just talk like that. We saw big things in minutes.
Well, I'm impressed. That's for sure. In fact, I try and think about what is impressing me the most at the moment, and there's so many things that are happening on a daily basis. In fact, that I pinch myself that I am part of this. I don't know, movement, organization, company, all these words all into one. Little old me. And I'm sure there's many other founders that feel very similar to me, that we are part of this company, part of this process, part of what is going to be happening. You only have to look at OConnect from yesterday, of not only video, audio functionality, how it works, and we have been testing that with you guys. We're gonna.
Are you looking at the laptop now, Brad?
Yeah.
You see the 5 pictures of us right now,
Yeah.
how they're like crumbled somehow.
Yeah.
Black, there's no theme, there's no rhythm, like some space. I have no clue what they're doing here. It's a swap shop. I don't know what does it mean in the UK, but
yeah,
here it means something messy.
No, I've when I've been doing lives and stuff and talking and all the rest of it, that I really think that the first time anybody comes to OConnect, whether they come as a guest onto a webinar or whatever, they are going to be absolutely blown away, because anybody who uses a video conferencing service right now are pretty au fait with them. I mean, I don't know how many millions of people use them, but we're all pretty au fait with whichever one we use, or whichever one we go on, because it's almost part of people's daily life, whether they're on a phone doing FaceTime or whether they're on a conference call. So we're all used to looking into a camera now. But I think that with OConnect, the first time they go on it, they're going to go, whoa, they're going to go, what is this? And I think this is going to be, like I say, people like talking about good things, like a good movie, a good meal. The first thing they do is tell everybody about it. And I think this is the effect of what OConnect's going to have, is whether they're on there as a guest, they're going to be telling people, I was on this thing last night. They're not even going to talk about what they were on. They're going to talk about the platform that they were looking at it on. That I think that for me, I think that's what is going to end up happening with OConnect, because of the functions, how it looks, smooth, the video, audio. I'm sure you've been talking about this earlier, but I really think that is going to be massive. Honestly, I'm so amazed.
This is something with, I would say, easily hundreds of millions needed. Okay, whether students in school or professionals, employees, associates, people are networking. Every aspect of life, you're going to need such a tool. It's essential. It's not like a luxury or a leisure. You have to have a way to virtually connect with people. Like right now, 2 of us in Florida, New Jersey, London, all over. So, and that's just like in a small group. Add the attendees now, maybe a couple of hundred. I would imagine at least 10, 20 countries. India, Bangladesh, PNG has to be there. Canada, the UK, USA. Yeah. So, and when people are going to own it, just like a car, like food, whatever brand you use, okay, you're going to shop. When you shop, there are certain options. You put them on the table. You comparison. What's the contrast here? Okay, you're going to look at what they have what a Connect has. They're going to be check, 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 stop, X, 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 and then we continue check, 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 check. But one could be at the very top there that nobody has it. Use it. Not only is affordable. If you happen to say it's a good product and you want to share it with somebody or two or three, whatever, you no longer pay for it. So you have this equipment, which is a part of your life. It's essential. Covered. And then in no time, it's possible that you have inbound revenue by using that. Not only is
that's
it
just
superior
amazing.
technology. So how long is it going to take the most, I would say, average brain, very slow brain, how long would it take them to make a decision?
I wouldn't have
So
thought very long
this
at all.
market, we're not going to create it. The market is there. Now, what goes behind the the scene where we're gonna just connect with them. We're gonna, I don't know if it's legal to say, we're gonna grab them by the millions.
And we'd like to welcome Sister Comfort from the UK.
Been looking for you, Comfort. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Hi, Ash.
Yeah.
Hello,
It's
Marty,
okay if you
Red.
need to talk, if you want to whisper. Anybody awake or just you?
It's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just me. Good
Good to
morning,
see you.
everyone. Hi, Red. Yeah.
Yeah, we just started like 2-3 hours ago. I'm kidding.
I know. That's why I was asking Auntie Lynn, are you rounding up or can I just show up for a few minutes before you shut down? Yeah. The
Did you take
excitement.
pictures for it?
You mean for all
Oh,
connect? I was not sure if I was supposed to take pictures, so I just
Yeah,
let it be.
sure. You can laminate them. Why not?
I think I should do that next time. The excitement is real, Ash. I'm just all over the place because
Love it. Yeah.
yes, what we have here, nobody ever expected it. I didn't see it coming. Maybe because I'm not a techie person, but it's just crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
What was the highlight for you?
Where I think everything was a highlight, but I don't know. Everything just makes me jump. But I still go back to the previous one before yesterday. I am just all over the place about the prompter.
What was the low light for you?
All right, that's what doesn't exist for now. Let's keep searching whether we'll find it somewhere because we've had low lights like where we are now, but we still smile on it. So
Absolutely. Yes.
yeah, so my there's no it's well we don't we there are certain words we don't find when it comes to unpassive. When it comes to low things, we don't find them here because it's just crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. If you give people what they want in life, you'll be able to get what you want in life. It's that simple.
Indeed.
Most people start, what am I gonna get? And then I'll create something to give. No. We're working on the give, and then anything you want is just a done deal.
Exactly.
And what if what we want is the happiness of people? The satisfaction of people, not their money. Not so brilliant, right?
Yeah, that's true because
So don't call business people to listen to me. They're just gonna smack me with their shoes on my head.
yeah, some of us, but the happiness is real, as you can't even pretend because we do other stuff like some of you. I work, I do healthcare to make money, to pay bills. But what gives me happiness is what I've been doing on passive since June 2020. Everything about it is just happiness, it's joy. The fact that you just the people you've met, your leadership style, people learn a lot. We learn a lot. Personally, I've learned a lot and stuff. Earlier on, you always just I'm the most confused person. I quickly get overwhelmed. But Marty asked you this question a few minutes ago where you say you look at your stuff and say, all right, what is the most important thing to prioritize from here? I'll take 2 out of this, and you get 80% of the result. I'm just like, okay, I think I'll give it a try. I learn every day listening to you, listening to the great leaders. Red here has trained me without knowing it. I started doing presentations after I found his presentations. I read them. I watched them. Every time I waited, he dropped. I picked it. I got it, and I picked it up. I went, and it's working well. So it's just a blessing being part of the whole thing. And
But you're
well,
very, I mean, I could tell you're self-motivated, you're a cheerful person, and it's always pleasant and delightful to hear you. So if that shows, you are already a leader. A lot of people would be pleased to. You're always upbeat, and that's amazing. Trust me, there are CEOs, billionaires who need somebody to like really kick them in the butt. Okay, wake up. So for you, like I don't know, 6 o'clock in the morning, whatever, uh, you're doing amazing. Yeah, 7 now.
thank you. Yeah, it's over 7 now. Yeah. So I don't know if you still have time. Because I've been wondering. I've just been keeping this question, not knowing when I'll have the opportunity. It may sound stupid, but believe me, I'm good at asking stupid questions because some people like me might want to know. This whole thing we have here is just massive. It's difficult for people like me to wrap their brains around it, and just like, how does he do it? Has it come any moment in time where you said, "Oh God, why did I start it? I shouldn't have," because I'm just, I just want to know. How has it been all the time? Have you always been? Because each time we see you, I tell people when I'm talking or doing presentations that, listen, you don't need a soothsayer to know that Ash and his team go through a lot. When they go through that and bring us smiles, we feel that it's that simple. But how has it been? Have you felt at some moment that, why did I start it? For God's sake, maybe I should stop here.
Yeah, I think the responsibility, Comfort, very good point. Responsibility keeps you grounded and accountable, because you often slip in the, you know, uh, low value stuff, I would say, okay, and the nonsense. You slip in sometimes, then you catch yourself. No, 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 no. Where we're going and what we're doing, leave that. So you grow quickly. You pick yourself up and focus on what's important. So I think the recognition and realization of the importance of our mission, and we understand nobody's not gonna like this will be wasted transformation for humanity if we don't do it. I mean, nobody would ever do it. So it's an obligation. Yeah. So that just keeps you above the noise and the bubble and the nonsense. Yeah. You just have to be up to the and live in that phase or state of mind. Uh, it's fulfilling and filled with pride, and it's almost like floating above the clouds, but
Mhm.
in a decent way, not like a delusional way, because you know how good it is. It's just like you're just trying to be uh, composed and patient. You cannot blow it up until it's ready. And
Yeah.
yeah, there's so much. I mean, there's no way I can fit in all the work I want to do in the years I have. So I decided I'm just gonna hunt for people who I know. Well, this invention, I know Collins would be trustworthy. He would be the best to handle it. I'll give it to him. I don't care. I have to do it or get credit for it or all of that, as
Mm.
long as it's done. So also, I know my limits. I'm not going to be able to achieve everything by myself in the time, in the balance I have. And I played on every scenario, whether 20 years or 30 years, I don't know. With mental uh, clarity, if you wish, not just like breathe.
Mhm.
That's not enough. to be able to be productive. Okay, and yeah, so I'm at ease if I find somebody. You're good for that. You take care of it. But they say no. You stay. You do it. It's yours. I'm happy with whatever you give me because so that's a good thing. There are so many good people, talented men and women. There are a lot of people if you just like give them the chance, like we were talking about Naza, you just give them the
Yep.
support, you get a whole different, you know, disruptive value from them by giving them just get out of their way, let them do what they can do,
Mhm.
support them. And some people can resonate like you're talking with somebody and you feel wow they're very good with this topic and they're passionate about it, pull them behind the curtain, come talk to me, you know what, I got this, like it, you're in charge.
Wow. It's just amazing, guys. Sorry, Angeline, I'm not taking hostage of eyes, Ash. I'm just being excited, because when you look at it, you see why the success. Because I ask myself a lot of questions. Where have all these people been? Why is this thing happening now? Because I think it all starts from your mindset, it starts from your leadership style, it starts because however you fetch them and bring them all together, everything just working and fitting really well. Because when you look at Nezel, he's just sitting there like some person you just pass on the way, just like, but then he's packed with knowledge and talent and all of the things we want everybody around it, Dr. Sohas and so on. So we're just like, did you bring them from space? They were here. Why did people not see them and use all of this to do what you are doing? So I think everything's happening on purpose, and of course, we are
the
connecting
first
the
thing
world before we
the
get
first
there.
thing that you attract people with as a leader is your vision. If something attractive is like oh should I look at it, or if you're offering something even if it's theory, okay, up to the early stages, and it sounds appealing and attractive, like they thought about it, but it sounds like too difficult. But when they realize that you're serious about it and you're going to make it happen regardless,
Mhm.
okay, and they know that you are dead right on do it or die,
Wow.
and you show, with funding that with your knowledge, so you quickly connect, and then they immediately like recognize like there's no comparison, like somebody like Professor Susan, she's a dean like 40 years, I mean, in the educational system, how many universities she built and created, and she's a counselor to the couple of presidents, at least to say a parliament, and you can't even think I'm going to hire, like who would you put in the resume or the requirements. It just, you connect and you say you have to realize her dream was, when you know her dream, now you have a way you can do it on your own, and you're going to be trapped in, probably you're not going to achieve it, how much time you have and your resources, this is what it's going to cost, or your ideas, your dreams, come and achieve them with us, we're going to support you, but others will benefit. It's not just your company or project, you know, a broader audience will benefit from that. And you know how many like Secretary of Education or minister had to sign off and rejected her resignation. I mean, this is the first time she's working with a private company or outside the academy system. How life changed. She's 63 years old. She's like your age, brother. Okay, so uh, it's a fact. Uh, and been everywhere. I mean, people call her like this president, this day and night. But if she says she's just getting a job, she would never do it.
Hmm.
She
That's
doesn't
true.
need a job. Yeah. Yeah. So I think the comfort of, and the hope and the realization that, hey, I have dreams. I almost got zero chance to achieve them on my own or in my current employer. It's impossible. These people are real, and I have a good shot. And when they come in, it's better than advertised. And they just talk day and night about it. It's like a family. It's the best place to work. I mean, there's no pressure. There's no envy. There's no competition. The respect is monument. And everybody's good at what they do, but not at everything.
Right.
Okay? You know your area, your lane. Everybody knows their area. And you attract who you are. And this is just a start. Now, the bigger this bubble or the snowball, if you wish, now they're piling quicker, bigger. Now you become
Yes.
more selective. Your own rules, okay? But whatever add value, there's no win or lose. If there's a value, even money's not there, we're happy.
Right.
Like there is
Well,
one thing I said. I mean, one hardware, okay, device. Uh, let's say one of the diseases that's like at least top 5 death causes, if it can cure it. So I leave it to your imagination. And if you have that device, okay, or invention, prototype being tested, success rate is above 90% as of now in severe cases. When you do that and you go back and say, this is happening, it's really possible, I cannot believe it. But in return, I don't start calculating how much we're going to charge, what are we going to do. Listen, there's no amount is too big for it. Oh, you could just make a contract to advisor, to this, to that, and or government. There's no big amount for it. Then I go and tell that department, which nobody knows, it's not even on passive. I'll say, since we're making that good progress and we're going to be successful, this will be free. The most you can ask for is the cost of the material. That's it. I don't want to make a nickel out of it.
Mhm.
If
well,
I'm saving
thank
life,
you.
that's a bigger pay. And we will do it. And when you have this part, man upstairs is looking out for you. There's no power bigger than that. He's the greatest.
Amen.
It will happen. And it will be, I would say, low and cheap to start thinking about money and monetization for something of that. And this is the problem. There could have been a solution 300 years ago if the mindset was non-profit, immaterialistic, if you wish.
Right.
But that devil gets in there in the wrong place, it spoils everything. So, but there are some areas for businesses and all of that we'll make money. There's no shortage of money. We'll milk them up. They got the money. Those big boys will squeeze their pockets. Don't worry about that. They're gonna need it. We have something good. They have it. They need to have it, and they got the cash.
That's the good news here. Thank you so much, Ash. Thanks.
Ash, just switching now to technology. Last time we talked about switch technology. Do we have it in O Connect?
Yeah, you're gonna have with OConnect devices,
Wow.
AI cameras, AI speakers, microphones, lights, switches, you name it. Anything involves web conferencing, conference rooms, boardrooms, all those settings, large rooms, small rooms, governmental, UN, United Nations, you name it, okay? We got those complete. And we'll make them affordable, obviously, because if you get a good device, like a desktop or a laptop, desktop is preferred, okay, big screen, something solid, new, 4K, and you get the OConnect devices, I mean, come on, you're going to be avatar quality.
Wow.
And more likely we'll make them commissionable. Why not? Okay. I don't want to make all the money.
Another quick one. I just want to see how we can connect with our own our free products out there, because I was trying to tell a friend yesterday that I'm thinking, we already have the podcast waiting for us out there on ONET. So is it possible? I was telling her, I think that podcast is radio, yeah. But then with OConnect, you can connect on it and produce both audio and video at the same time and stuff. Is that something? Was I thinking right?
Here's something. We are creating the solutions, by the way, and it's hard to, I would say, contain the possibilities. When Thomas Edison invented, the light bulb, or whoever invented the electricity before that, right? I don't think they knew everything that could happen as a result of that breakthrough. Now, there are going to be millions of users, and so many are creative, and time will change, and life will change, and future conditions as well. All of that there are things that not in our calculation will happen in a good way to utilize these solutions. And that's a powerful thing. You don't want to limit or just use it that way. And so the key is to create that muscle or that possibility, and then people will multiply that in their own way without a limit.
Thanks.
You cannot screw it up. I mean, you cannot. This is is a good thing. Okay, so you just either way you play it, you're going to be fine.
Thank you.
And by the way, that was a good session with Daryl Cook the other day. It was very informative. I love his passion. You too make a good pair, if you wish. Yeah, indeed.
Thank you so much.
Morning,
Thanks.
Jane.
Hi, Jane.
Happy Saturday. What is that? Amsterdam? What's
She's gone.
Namaste.
Oh, namaste. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. And are you watching? Like, there's no chat? You stopped it, or I need to be on YouTube to read it? Like, are they asking questions, or?
Okay, we're gonna start re-highlighting again. We kind of paused it because it causes your images to be tiny. So we'll go back to that now. We've got 800 in the chat, so the comments go flying by, but I'll try my best. Yeah. Hello to Ren and Jane from Mutia in Nigeria.
You mentioned we probably had several countries on here, Ash. I think the world is well represented this morning.
So 400 on Lynn Nakamoto, Marty DeGarmo, almost another 400. Red, is it on your channel too?
No, not at the moment, but I'll speak to Lynn.
So you got almost 1,000 people, Lynn.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, we had
incredible.
And a few on Facebook.
Yeah, we had last time we had Collins and Oliver and Vincent with us about a week ago, right? I think it was a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we had 1,700 views on my channel alone, and I think Marty's had 1,000 views. So there's a lot of interest. Yeah. So we have a question. Is it okay now to start telling people about great milestones? 20,000.
Yes, Matt. Absolutely.
Matt.
Yeah. There's no limit. That's what was available. It 42,000 came in today. We had room for them. That was not our cap. That was, the maximum attendees.
Yeah. And then
that showed up.
Elsie says she loved the audio on the webinar. She had to be at work, and she usually cannot hear, but on OConnect, it was amazing, the audio.
That was the worst time you would hear it. It will only get better.
Syed is saying, my dream is to help people, but you are helping out to reach my dream.
Yes, we're going to enable you so you could follow your dreams. We deliver dreams. Unlike Amazon, they deliver junk. I'm kidding.
That all I buy, junk.
Garbage, as we say in Boston.
Yes, and we have Kevin Karambat, and he asks, can we pause the chat in OConnect so we can read it?
Yes, absolutely. You're not going to have 30,000 people in your session. I mean, if you do have that, you have an unbelievable problem. Very good problem you have.
I was thinking that if you have those chats coming up like we had yesterday and the other days on other platforms, they are going to crash.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of data. But you will get a chat report with OConnect, meaning the transcript, if you wish.
Wow.
Matt says, thank you. I was holding back until we are given our links. I will now start sharing with friends about our milestone.
You bet.
And Mustaq is saying, OConnect is a game changer. Hashtag ONPASSIVE is future. Thanks to great CEO, Mr. Ashler.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if we put the links and go to the bathroom and come back and you doubled the numbers. I'm not kidding.
Oh, wow,
I think you're right there, Ash.
Yeah, yeah. And Sarah Jewel Mola is saying, hashtag Ash Mufareh, hashtag ONPASSIVE. Congratulations to all world's internet users. ONPASSIVE will change the world. Here's a
Beautiful.
question.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah, Mohammed.
It will make a good impact in our life. I know it would. Lots of knowledge and education and information is going to be moved across this platform.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Astor, can we put a button feature of notifications of OES pop-ups for founders?
There is already there. There is a notification. There's a communication system built in, all of that. And I'm not going to put a date, but more likely within this week, you're going to have a new ecosystem. All right. And you can select the theme.
Wow. Wow.
Yoo-hoo.
Minu Miller, she says, I like that the emojis would not kick anybody out like Zoom.
Oh, we've never seen any portion of that emojis in a session. And we had to stop it. Like it was wild.
Uh,
If you say wildfire, that was one.
mm-hmm. This Murget says, sir, can we know when OConnect will be ready to come into the ecosystem?
As of this week, we're going to start the integration process. We don't know how long it would take, but it's not going to take months. Let's put it that way.
Awesome. And we have,
It can go
go ahead.
faster. It could go, glitches here and there, but we're not going to look around until it's done.
Yeah.
And we're eager to make it available in the ecosystem. So that's why we created that.
Yeah. Yeah. Integration is one of the most difficult part of any software development, because we're talking about OMail, ONet, OTrim, the whole ecosystem. By the time you integrate it, something can happen. So it's difficult to put a date. I was just saying here, it's difficult to put a finger.
But we created systems. I mean, the good thing is we have dedicated teams and the ecosystem just for the integration. So the coordination with the cloud architect from the database, all of that. So I think we got a good theme and a good flow. It's under control. It will be done, and it's always the first 2-3 things are what's going to take time. Now adding, it's much more, I would say, efficient and under control. Because we know what to tackle, what to target. The difference, this one is going to be, integrated with the wallet. Okay, that's the new component.
Wow.
But with contacts, with the profile, all of that, we already have that. It's
Right. We have,
and obviously we got people who are working on the apps. Okay, so I don't think this will blow your mind. I mean, put it together. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. We'll say, okay, well, we have desktop, web application responsive, obviously, and mobile app.
Elsie Patch has a question. Can we make OConnect close in the background for while we have things like work to put our phone away, but can still listen in?
Make a connect, close the background. Close in the background. Like, okay, that's like depends on your device. I mean, if it's Samsung, you can have multiple windows. If it's iPhone, you have to have one thing. I believe if you're just listening, yeah, I think it's possible. Try it out and let us know.
Yes.
I didn't try. Like, if I'm an Connect, I'm not gonna have something above it. It's the main application, but give it a shot.
So there was one question, why they ask these questions pop up. When you mute yourself, you can't hear. Is that by design?
You mute. That's your own.
Yeah. So if I mute, so I can't listen to it.
Yeah, that's to mute because you're an attendee. But
Yeah.
if you mute as a speaker, you mute the sound, the incoming sound. I'm sorry, the output. You can still hear.
Okay.
So if I am a speaker, I mute myself just to, quieten and silence my background, let's say, but I'm listening. Most of us were doing that. As an attendee, there's no output from you. You need to be a speaker on the panel. So you're just muting yourself. Like, yeah, that
So,
makes sense, right?
yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So I was just wondering if that's by design. So it's great.
Yeah. I don't want to say a name, but I don't think they have mute for the attendee.
No.
It's if it's on, there's no way.
No.
You have it on your device, obviously, to the hardware, but not the
Yeah.
that's a simple
It's,
thing. Yeah. Why
yeah.
not?
It's really great. Really great.
Yeah, other ones you have to mute it on your device.
Yeah.
But again, this is all crumbs. Don't even look at that, okay? The meat and potato is what we got, and we nailed it. That's it. The rest is a joke. We got what we needed, and it couldn't be any better. That's it. In a record time.
I actually had a question. You know, on the background music that you play sometimes, as a host or co-host, is there a volume control for that background music on yours?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic.
You can pause it. You can lower it all the way, like barely heard. Okay, in the background. You know, you want to have a romantic session with somebody on the beach. You can do that.
So, for
Like,
instance, if
that soft, relaxing music, yeah, you can have that. Okay.
if you're doing weddings, funerals, that sort of thing, you can have like little.
You can
backgroundy.
put it that it can overpower your own sound.
Yeah.
We tested that today.
Fantastic. Again.
And today they added like 7 new tracks. They will continue adding. Like, we want to make sure everything is licensed. Everything we use. Yeah.
Yeah, last Sunday too, we were wondering. I think this question came from me. I know, like when we have some music here on the background, all connects, and then on podcast you have some music, but then we're wondering what you would be doing about people using other people's intellectual property. Like I'm running a show, then I'm playing Gladys's song at my background and stuff. Would
So,
that
for
be allowed
example,
on?
if you're grabbing like a YouTube song, right? That's available there free, and you play
Yeah.
that. If you're charging, that's the commercial aspect is where you get in trouble. So if I put that on my website or integrated with one of my video production, that's when you need royalty for it, okay, or royalty free. But if it's like you're in the market in the car, you play in your favorite singer or song or music, that's perfectly fine. How they do that in stores or hotels or lobbies and all that, it's playing. Yeah, there's no problem with that. But the monetization of it is where it's you need a permission.
And we have Fuaz who says the select your own theme in OES is amazing. He says, "Oh, bank, is that a future? I think a future product possible." Question.
Red, you can handle that. Oh, bank.
OBank is going to be something that might be in the pipeline in the future. Ash has talked many occasions that this is the end goal, is to have our own banking at some point. Obviously, if you remember back from when Virgin were trying to get a banking license for Virgin Bank, I think it took them more than 2 years just to get the license. So it's not something that's going to be around the corner, but it's certainly something in ONPASSIVE's pipeline.
We don't have it yet, but we're going to have it. Period. And sooner than you think. much sooner than you think.
Believe you.
No, I mean a lot sooner than you think.
Wow. Okay. That's exciting.
So you're trying to say it's going to be soon then, Ash, yeah?
No, I mean extremely soon.
Hmm.
It's a done deal.
Wow.
Well, I have to say you're in exactly the right place as far as Dubai is concerned.
I was saying to my husband that I think wallet is
There's no limit where we can go.
a huge
Yeah,
problem.
exactly. I was talking actually. I was talking about Dubai. I was talking to Marty and Chris actually about this. We chat on a pretty daily basis. All of us normally just before we do our lives, and we were talking about Dubai and why Dubai and all the rest of it. And then we got onto the subject of how you guys are achieving so much within Dubai, and it all boils down to the ethics of the company and birds of a feather flock together, association, and all this sort of thing. And I'm sure
I can
that
talk for the rest of the night about why Dubai. And it all makes sense, and it makes it unbelievably insane to do it. You're not going to do it in Idaho. You're not going to do it in Romania. Okay, let's be realistic. You're not going to do it in Nicaragua. You have a million reasons why to do it in Dubai. And I don't have one reason why not Dubai.
Yeah.
You had 2 million reasons at the train station today, right off the bat. I mean, that's mind blowing there.
And the stuff behind the scene, and the treatment and the deal and all that, we got our grip. You want to go where you have your strength, not where you are. I would say aggravated, okay, and being brutalized.
Yeah.
And try to find a way versus you're getting a booster and they want you to thrive. You're contributing to their economy, to their vision, and it's the first digitized, completely digital government on planet Earth. That's already enough for me to go there. I am a digital person. I am an IT AI person, and they have the best platform for it. They have the best system, the best, and it's all futuristic. There's no better place than Dubai.
It's interesting, isn't it, within Dubai to see the phases it's going through. I mean, obviously the vision of the building of Dubai city itself, that took all 20 years plus of hard work, vision to accomplish. Now that's built, then obviously the sustainability, then they have to look forward to other ways of how are we going to sustain our city. And all the way through Dubai's process, there's been
They're
some
creative. They're creative.
very big
I mean,
minds behind it all, haven't there?
Yeah, there's leadership and there's love for their country, and there's a big vision, and they're not trapped by the idiot stuff, and it's not about, they're not worried. I mean, there are 1 million residents there, and you cannot, Nazal is born there, but he's not an Emirati citizen, okay? And we have so many people who are born there, but you have to be from the lineage, okay, to get that citizenship. So the way that I look at it, I mean, it's definitely not the cheapest place, not the easiest place, but it's the ideal for the type of business and the type of company we want to do. Are they humanitarian? Yeah. Are they, do they love money and success and all of that? Absolutely. Are they intimidated by us? No, they're full of success. They will, they don't compete with us. Others, they get, threatened by that. So yeah, I mean, and the more we deal with it, the more we appreciate, because we're dealing with Bangladesh, we're dealing with India, we're dealing with the United States, we're dealing with other, countries. You will know them. you see the difference on a daily basis in every increment, every step. They're ideal for what we do. Not the easiest, not the cheapest.
It must be pretty infuriating from a business standpoint when you are talking to other countries of what you are trying to achieve, and we'll say you go to Dubai and you set out what you're trying to achieve and getting the licenses and all
They
the rest
get
of it.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
Sometimes we had to show them. Good point, Red. Sometimes we had to show, like they make it a big shamu, just, and we thought, listen, look what we got. Shut up, stamp the paper, okay?
Yeah. And so sometimes you almost have to be like that, with them, because when you're doing something so different, it's a bit. There was a big comedy sketch in the UK a while back now, and it said computer says no, and a lot of people now, especially in governmental departments, if you're not within the parameters of that tick box, then everything goes to pot. They really don't understand where it is. And when something like ONPASSIVE comes along and they're saying, we want to try and achieve this, we would like this, and all the rest of it, they look at a computer, but because you're not in the parameters of what is normal, in inverted commas, then they start having a breakdown.
I think they are incredibly experienced and intelligent. So they do have their, I'm sure, flags, if you wish, or parameters. And when you trigger a few of them, triggers maybe, they come in a personable way, and they sit down and talk to you.
Oh, that's
How
good
could
to
we
know.
work together, like, or what you're planning to do, and all of that. They get to know you, and different. They work. They have an amazing system. I have to tell you that. For the little country, desert, to make this out of it, come on, you give them all the credit.
Yeah, most definitely.
If I was Emirati, I would be so proud.
And Dubai grew out of a vision at the end of the day, didn't it? Out of somebody saying, well, what we got in our ground's not going to last forever. We need to do something.
Yep. My father was there in the late 60s, early 70s. He told me, like, you would just see dust and sand and camels. Day and night, that's all you would see.
Yeah.
40 years ago.
It's not a long period of time at all, is it, in reality?
Yeah, I mean, other places are stuck. Yeah.
We have a question from Mr. Niraj Dalvi. Ash, what is the difference between call to action and push a link? He got a little confused on that, and he may be joining us on the panel in just a moment.
Yeah, it's a very simple thing. Call to action is you're building up, you're hyping up, leading to an actionable moment of your session. That involves a timer, name, price, title, specific timing of the session, all of that. Money could be involved, order, registration. There's something need to be done. Push a link is simply sharing a URL with the audience in a snap. That's it. I don't know if you heard that, Niraj. Okay. Good morning.
Morning
Good
from you, Niraj.
Good morning to everybody.
Hello,
Yeah, that's the
Niraj.
difference. So, for example, like if you are on ONET while you're in the session, or in a different application, or you have a different website, and you just want to share that link, or you saw an article or blog or something, you want to share it with the audience. How do you hand it to them? It's not a call to action. It's just you're sharing a link with them. Simple. It took one call with Jay.
You hear that, Niraj?
Yeah, I got it.
That was clear?
Yeah, thanks, Ash.
Okay. Someone is asking, can we hear voice translation in OConnect?
Yes, not yet, but you will.
Ash, one of the takeaways of the yesterday's webinar, which I personally thought was before the OConnect session, Mohammed, I saw for the at least I've been there in the webinars like all others, and one thing which I personally thought was yesterday Mohammed Nazal opened up a lot, and that is a very good sign because we have known him to be a very silent fellow, person who doesn't talk much. But yesterday he opened up a lot. He was explaining more about Burj Khalifa, and it was exciting. He joked about Liverpool. I think Red must remember that. So it was nice to see that.
Yeah, he's a sports junkie, but also he's passionate about IT and marketing. Yeah, he's been watching for well over a year. He never missed a session. All right, but sometimes we ask him to talk and all of that. Like everybody stays in their lane. No, this is for you. This you do it. So watch the. This is uh, like a video setting mistake. Like Neeraj should be the other way around. Like the laptop should be against the light, and he should be the other way. In any camera, if you're against the light like he is right now, you see how he's coming out, right? It's going to be unclear and all of that. Now he has to change. Witness the difference now. Okay. You see, now you can see his face. True or false?
True.
Okay. Watch that issue, Neeraj. Test it one day in OConnect. Have your camera against the light. You got no issue.
Will that be is that going to be on the system, or is that going to be part of your external
That's
add-ons?
our HD, the video technology that we built.
Wow.
So now you see Neeraj. Before you saw just, I don't know, some light.
Also, as the one point which you talked about, which Collins asked about the attendees for example, in any other video conferencing software, when we used to attend that webinar, and maybe we wanted to do something, watch some audio while we are watching this, we could not do that because you had to, the audio would be continuously on. Like when you said about that mute option, that is perfect. And so hats off to you and team.
Absolutely. And remember, there's also the noise cancellation or the background noise, okay, that will be detected. Not in this release. Again, the one that is integrated, okay? The stable one. Go to Wikipedia now and read about Chat GTP or OpenAI, if you wish. You're gonna see they say stable release. There's the first release. There's a stable release or stabilized. However, look it up. With that budget, with that massive, connection they have, they have to go through the process. You cannot skip the organic way of building technology if you're building a genuine application and something that is sustainable. You cannot work on number 4 before you finish 3. No matter how many people you put on 3, it's going to take a certain amount of time. You cannot speed it up. You cannot. We used to think that way, not in real life. Doesn't work that way. So it's almost like law. All right. The baby need 8-9 months in mama's womb. Okay, that it needs 8-9 months. You're not gonna make it 3. Not gonna be healthy baby. Not gonna work.
We have a question from Incredible India Global. Email of speakers is displayed instead of the names in the participant list.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it would be. It will be display in
names.
Incredible India.
Okay. If we could have names instead.
Yeah, Ash actually said this last night. What we will see. It's only because we're external. When you go through the ecosystem, you'll have your picture and name.
Without typing, without anything. It will pick up your photo. It will pick up your first and last name. We could choose first and last name initial, okay? And flag if you want, country. Just spice it up a little bit. Why not? But that is a part of the integration. It's a universal database.
Just wanted to ask you about this update which had come in O Media. Like yesterday, it was not covered. Is it something that you are going to cover in detail? The one which had come in O Media about the partnership that was done.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You have to talk to me in Hindi.
There was one partnership that was done with Moments, Magic Moments events.
Incredible India Global?
No.
Something else? No clue. I don't understand Greek.
Okay.
Okay, so here's another one from Kevin Karambat. On my side, as an attendee, I hear the resound, but it looks like the one speaking doesn't hear. So they keep talking, and I can't hear them talking for a few seconds.
They do, but because we're not like saying stop and play it, we all hear it. The resound, Kevin, everybody hears that. Attendees, host, co-host, speakers, everybody hears that.
And John, for a little lighter moment, we have John Barilla, and he's saying, I think we're going to go for a record tonight. Not only big numbers, but I have managed to keep my evil twin locked in the closet for almost 3 hours. ONPASSIVE is ONPASSIVElicious. Thank you, John.
That's a good one, John. Thank you.
Right on, John.
And Kurian says, OConnect is already viral by mouth to mouth, by word of mouth. Would you agree with that?
It will explode. Not yet, but it will. No rush.
Can you talk about the viral effect and how our products are going to go viral and how you know they are going to go viral?
I know a few things.
Can't tell us everything, right?
Yeah, for example, like if you are partnered with people who they're following in the tens of millions and they post a couple of events every week, and they're going to use your technology in schools and departments and their virtual events, all of that, your AI is the go-to product. And we're talking about multi-billion-dollar companies, decades in business. We're selected to be the AI builders for them. It's already there. Like I don't think we're gonna go viral. We're gonna come in viral. I have a good feeling a few people will be interested in sharing and making commission. I have a few possibilities also in mind where our own organic traffic is just gonna multiply things and people are just going to lose their mind and it's going to be the talk of the media, the streets, all of that. It's just like how you throw that bomb one time, like all of a sudden you become the number one video conferencing platform, the number one tracking system, the number one email. You do that overnight. I mean, people already know that we have this timing advantage. 10, 15 years ago, you would have to explain TikTok. Okay. You would have to explain, is it going to work? You would have to explain, Instagram or YouTube or 15 years ago. Now, people know what it is. You're just giving them a better way, simplified way, more lucrative way. And it's more fun, more relevant, and more current, if you wish. So there's no convincing, there's no explaining, you're reorganizing the entire digital ecosystem and you're making it simpler, AI driven, and more meaningful and to the user advantage. It doesn't take a lot of time to analyze or study. So it's not we're going to go viral. I mean, the market is already there, a couple of billions. They just need to get that notification. Did you see the news? This is happening. I mean, the demand in the market is already there, so it's not that difficult to add it together. If you create something better and more superior with heart, with more like a higher purpose to continue our legacy, it's a movement. People are just going to be more passionate than just like joining or trying something. Let's see what it is. Let's find out. So this is how you command authority on day one. Okay, I am so happy. My grandbabies. Okay, yeah,
Nice.
absolutely, Elsie, absolutely.
And we have Wakil who says, I want to tell you that I saw Asher in my dream and I met him. I like it very much. The day I actually meet Asher, I cannot tell how happy our time will be. Thank you, Asher, and entire ONPASSIVE team.
Nice.
It's so nice.
Oh.
Anil,
All right,
world
that was a nightmare, but I'll take it.
Better than dreaming about Marty.
And congratulations to Alex Sojib. He's the first boy, and he says first boy meaning he guessed the background location that Davina Lee made today. So he's always so proud when he's the first boy. Congratulations.
Okay.
And Yin Yang with his beautiful emoji says, fantastic RobLynn Live gratitude. And we have Time Bangla News saying no issues to impact on unpassive. Unpassive will cause large earthquake in the wall.
I don't know what that.
Unpassive will be is like a quake,
Right.
the concept, yeah.
Rumbling.
Virginia wants to know what details can we share when we talk about OConnect on our YouTube channel.
Everything you saw and everything you feel.
Ifra says, Brother Ash, you did the hard work, and I'm sure I will share it a lot every day. Thank you very much. It's from the heart right there. 450 likes at 3 a.m. on Lynn's channel. Thank you all for your support. We love the likes. It's nice to have the likes. And we've got 922 people in the chat right now, which is a lot for us. It's great. Most respected Asher, I have a request to start an old digital hub connecting a major university.
Are you thinking to use OConnect for the university, or?
That one's not quite clear enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Baba says, I had a white page throughout. It couldn't load the sign-in page. Was there a problem with my connection? That's from Baba Musa.
Yeah, it could be Baba Musa. It could be you have a little older device or weak internet signal. We do have a solution for that scenario if this is your case. You got to give it a couple of weeks, and then you would be able to have a lower quality, but something that will be at least viewable on your end.
Frank Line says, Dubai is a fantastic market for a new company like ONPASSIVE. So congratulations to the general team for hitting the right target.
Absolutely.
Today
The
is
world needs ONPASSIVE.
Oh yeah. Today is a historic day. We'll connect 31,000 participants. Thank you, Ash, sir. Marty DeGarmo, sir. RobLynn, sir. Ma'am. All participants, brand ambassadors. We are so great community.
Anyone ever attended a live webinar in their life that has 31,000 people?
No.
And it was up and
Yes.
running. It's not like smoking. It was perfect.
Yes, I did.
It's first time in my life.
Yeah, that was the
And
thing.
I
It
hope
was
it will
it
be
was stable.
131,000 next time.
Alex says, sir, you come my country and my house. It's my favorite wish. Cute.
Where is he?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Nice.
That's so cute.
You got a big family there. Yeah, absolutely.
He's adorable. He's 22 years old and he wants to tell everybody he's single. He's available.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
My mother-in-law is single.
Oh, dating.
Oh my God.
Chris Johnson is single, huh?
There is reasons for that, though, Marty.
We're going to give a wake-up call, but it may be a little too early for him.
It's 3 a.m. for him, right?
3 a.m.
He's probably fast asleep.
So, sleep is overrated.
Overrated.
For who? Chris?
Yeah, give him a call.
He lost the power 2 days ago. He's in an igloo right now.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah, he's
Oh, he got a
So-
generator, right?
yeah.
But to be fair though to Chris, that he bought the generator for his next door neighbour who's 85, I think she is, or 86.
He's got
He's
cables
got
running to the
cables
neighbors.
everywhere to run power to his next door neighbour. Fantastic.
Heart of gold.
Yeah. That's
So
the guy
he's
he is.
feeding her now power.
Yeah.
Yep.
He went out to buy a generator. Obviously, he had no power, but he made sure that he had a big enough generator so that he could supply the lady who lives next door to him as well. What a guy.
He told me earlier, he said, Marty, I'm getting off. He was talking on the phone, obviously. He said, I'm getting off. I'm going to go watch a movie. I said, okay. How you going to do that? He goes, oh, man.
Wow, the things we take for granted, right?
Yeah.
Here's one
Power.
from Modupe Okoaye, who says,
Clear.
opportunity like ONPASSIVE comes but once. If you saw the vision and are still here, you are destined to be great.
Right on.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Ash has a great sense of humor. We have to laugh and be joyful throughout it all.
There's Jeff and
Jeff
Papua
in
New Guinea.
PNG, he says, PNG loves you.
Ask Jeff
Good
is
job.
here every morning without fail, and sometimes his internet fails, but he's very loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Loyal to his family, to you, and loyal to his family to us as well.
Look at the countries that are popping. Wow.
That's Israel. That's our friend Carmela Schwartz. It's the Sabbath there this morning. She appreciates what ONPASSIVE has done, and I will share it with my friend in my last work municipality. Carmelo is also an every morning person, and she's in Israel.
And Ash says, my favorite university is Oxford University. Can I study at this university through Academy?
Could be.
Oxford is not academy. Will they be using academy sometime in the future? So possible, yes.
Satya V says, happy, 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 happy. Oh, thank you so much, Esther. I love you. People are
Being
just
happy.
joyful. Yeah, pretty happy. And we have M. Somesh who says, O Connect is World Connect Mission. Thank you, Esther.
Thank you.
Ash, yesterday you made a comment saying that this is the most ugliest O Connect that we are seeing. So I am sure that if this is the most ugliest, and so we are still wondering what the best is going to come, because we are. I'm sure that everyone is loving this.
Yeah, if you've seen the early testings in the past, you would say this has no chance. So it was pretty ugly. And to motivate the team every time, say, listen, this is the worst. Tomorrow's going to be better. We're going to one thing at a time. And that was the drive for it. Every time we got better, better, better. Now where we are, now it became a theme. We know how it will go. Next time is going to be better. All right. This is not the ugliest. I've seen uglier. Oh, connect. All right. Ugly is a goofy way. I'm not saying like, oh, it's ugly. No, we love what we do. Okay, but it's just a naughty way to goof around. Yeah, but it will be better every time for sure.
Yeah. Someone else, David Morley was wondering if OConnect and OMail, etc., will be optimized for iPhones soon.
Yes, 100%. The entire ecosystem and all the applications will be on any smartphone, not just iPhone.
Very good. Ronan Cohen is asking, how will the live translate work? I mean, the word you in Hebrew can refer to a man or to a woman or to a group. How will the AI know in an instant what the speaker meant?
Yeah, the challenge is there will be a couple of seconds lag, so it can take time to process, but it's not like severe. That is probably hardly noticeable. You don't need to hear the speaker. Okay, you want to focus on either the closed caption translation that can be a little bit quicker, or audio translation, like speech to speech. That has a little bit of delay. So that's the sound that you would have in your ears, not uh, the main speaker, and it's not going to be far off. So you would understand where they are now. Another person talks, could be another language. We
Ash, I've got a question.
We haven't played that. We just saw the lag. We tested English, Hindi, believe it or not, German, French, Arabic. So there was a decent, reasonable lag. Yeah, please go ahead.
No, I was just obviously it won't be yet, and it will be in the future on the audio to audio translation. Will the recipient be able to select a type of voice? Because obviously it's going to be AI, so male, female.
100%. Just like OMail, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to select the female or male?
Me? Well, if I'm talking about my sat nav, it's normally a female.
Is it going to be a British accent or Australian?
No, British accent. Yeah, I tried an American accent once, and I went completely the wrong way.
So what's wrong with Indian English?
Indian English? No, well, it's English now. Indian English, because of we certainly have a multi-cultural society. Yeah, here in the UK, it's a very diverse culture here in the UK. That's for sure. Really is. And it's really good to see, actually, especially here in the UK, because of the diversity that we've all been raised in. It's a very easy place to live for all sorts of cultures on a general basis. Listen, I mean, everyone has areas.
It's very diverse. Yep.
But
it's the hub, yeah, especially in here.
We've got a question from Matt Stevenson, who asked, has ONPASSIVE developed their own unique, powerful security for OConnect users, or is the security based on the individual user's internet provider?
I mean, that's for your device, your internet provider, or that's to protect your device. But the security for the data in the application, that's within the application, within the software. But it's definitely the highest level of security, and it's all encrypted and cloud-based. And yeah, there's no chance to crack into this. But also the verification, there will be a second authentication layer like video, and they will make sure that you are the user every time you go live. I don't think any other application has it. So
Iodip says one of the greatest gifts to humanity is in our modern times is ONPASSIVE. Another top? How? Are we going to the Mars? This is incredible, folks. And we have Mukta saying, we are so excited, sir, because you are live and you talk to all founders. And that's what we hear often here at RobLynn Live, how it's so special that you come in and you hang out with everyone here. It means a lot to the people here. Right, Tim?
I was just thinking as well, Ash, isn't it funny that how many other companies at the moment are starting to charge people for just being a verified person now, and this has always been part of the ONPASSIVE's well, from word go, that everybody has to be a verified person, and you get all that for free just by signing up, whereas all the other companies, because they've done it in their own way, now they're going, whoa, because of data protections and all the rest of the trolls and stuff that go around all over the place, they're now having to...
Yeah, the verification is not free, so they hire agencies. There are a few players in the market that they do EKYC, or the KYC for banks, for governments, for employers, and or any platforms, you know, like especially wallets, all of that. So like, let's say your bank doesn't have that technology. They have that integrated their API, you know, the active server application with another vendor that's, you know, charging them per record. So when you verify your KYC, let's say with your bank or any application, it costs them. You don't pay for it usually, okay? And it's $1 sometimes. I've never seen it below $1. It's $1.50, $2. So now when they charge $12 in, you know, Facebook or I mean LinkedIn charge like $800 a year or something, okay? They have big packages, $1,200 for actually the US for English. Can you imagine how much? It's like $3 a day or so, $4 a day. And that's when I referred, you know, if you need to milk the cow every day, you own the cow. So if we do this scenario, if we outsource this, we're going to bankrupt. What if we have millions and millions of free customers? They never pay us a dime, but we're going to pay $2, $3 or $2 on the low end per record to verify them that we don't make. So we're in minus. What do you think we decided to do?
Make your own.
And then that becomes a business. Now those come to us and we charge them. That's another business. OKYC.
Wow.
As you mentioned about like it will be optimized for the phones, like the experience would be optimized for the phones. Now, as you must, I think, like in one of the webinars, Bushminder had asked this question about an ongoing issue about the like large data uses, and the suggestion was that you need to upgrade your phone or the device. Now, when you say you can we are going to optimize it in the app, would it solve that problem to some extent?
Yeah, I think I touched upon that, but briefly one more time. If you get a chance, try to pick up from where I started this conversation on RobLynn now. Simply, Neeraj, what we have right now, we developed OConnect and most of the applications for newer technologies and devices, so we can get the highest quality, the best security and stability and all of that, especially when something is that has a lot of video and streaming and sound and all of that. So you need a more I would say powerful, at least device, at least newer than 2015. Okay, any older than that is not going to give you the best experience. However, when we have the stabilized released copy of OConnect that will be available to you and to the market will have something AI driven to it, without getting technical, but it would detect your speed, it will detect your device specifications, and it will give you a weaker stream, I would say lower quality, but it will be functional. All right. So it's a fair trade. You still have to view it, but instead of like compromising the bigger accomplishment for the rest, okay. And I have to tell you this, others, they don't do that because of the cost, because it costs more, the high definition. You're talking about 4K quality we have, it can be even higher in the future. They give you 320. If you go, this is right now probably 480. Would you say, Collins? It's not 720. The pixels. If you have a way to guess, like Zoom is 320. It's the lowest. It's like broadband, yeah.
Ash, you know the polling that you got within OConnect that pops up. A guy called Paul Brown messaged me last night, and he said, "Why don't we call, instead of polling, call it opinion?"
Love it. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not always opinion. Sometimes it's a choice.
I know, but I thought it was a pretty cool thing to say.
Yeah, it's very creative. Yeah.
Yeah. I said I'd pass it on to you. I thought it was pretty cool.
And we have Modupi who says, how could we encourage the sleeping founders to join tonight's webinar? Wish we could have gone up to 500,000 attendees.
You kick them in the butt. Wake up and smell the coffee. Yeah.
I wish you could.
I tell you, if everybody really knew what's coming, they would be here on the webinars. We know that.
Horse to water springs to mind.
I wish you know everything going around ONPASSIVE, but that's good that you're happy with the little you know. That's good.
Yes, and we have Parvesh Kaushal who says, be proud of the fact that our great CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, has the power to rise above in any situation and deliver the best of the best results, no matter what the circumstances. Thank you so much, Ash.
Very nice.
Never give up. Never, never, never.
Hi, Roy Davies from Doma Lepcha. We're so lucky. ONPASSIVE is giving happiness every day.
So did you realize sometimes the icons are just showing the text of the icon, the emojis? Where are they coming from? Did you realize that? They're spelled out. They're not coming, graphical.
Here.
Here?
I wonder
Yeah.
that
It's
from.
It's not reading the code. It's actually reading what it.
Yeah. What could it be?
It says hand clap or something like that.
Yeah. So that's when they're using the emojis. Sometimes it comes out with the words that describe that. Why is that? Can they fix that?
Yeah, but where? YouTube?
That
or
is
Facebook?
a glitch. I see that all the time.
Right here.
All right, like right here. Don't move,
Look,
okay?
smile,
Wash
trophy,
hands.
Wash hands.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, probably
Smiling,
that's
trophy,
like a
yellow,
prayer or clap. I mean, sign language, Len.
Mm.
What could it be?
So those are the special emojis.
Smiling face,
right?
Trophy, yellow, smiling, trophy, smiling, red heart shape, good, bless. Yeah, I don't know.
That's kind of irritating, but that's the way. I think it's a StreamYard thing. Don't you guys think it's StreamYard?
don't know. Yeah, I guess
So
so.
this is from YouTube.
Yeah, it says YouTube. Yeah.
How could it screw up an emoji? Like,
I don't know. But if you use the regular emojis, the classic emojis, they show. But once
Yeah,
you go to the special emojis, they don't show.
Yeah,
You know-
but where are they getting the special emojis from?
where's some of this YouTube, the same emojis?
Yeah,
Could
they
it be
just
the
don't
different
say-
device?
Because
See
these
that guy?
it's
That guy. The other one's good.
yeah, that one's fine. See, and these
This one's
the
good.
hearts are always show the regular hearts show, but if there's special fancy stuff, it doesn't show. I noticed that. Same thing with Comfort. Yeah, Comfort, you get the same thing because she uses StreamYard as well.
I get the same thing, and I asked the same question as well, but I didn't get any help. I asked on my show once where that's coming from, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Virtual
it's
hug. But look, the heart is showing, but virtual hug
yeah.
is
Yeah,
in words.
I think it's StreamYard actually.
Hand pink waving.
And-
But if you go to YouTube, no, some people are on Facebook and they're typing their comments, and then if you go to Facebook, you can see what they actually typed, and then you can compare it with what shows up here. Then you know what the difference is. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like,
The ones I'm noticing there, they come messed up. YouTube. This is YouTube, okay? Because you see the player there.
Red.
Yeah.
yeah, right. Hand pink waving. I think isn't that big pink hand that we use?
No idea.
Like this, a sideways hand. I think that's the one. I'm not sure.
Oh, last time I asked about the hand pink waving, when I kept seeing it, somebody said it means it's just greetings. I was like, but why not? I don't know why. Because many people did that, but now I'm trying to understand that maybe the emojis are transforming into words.
So I think the wash.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, I mean they're reading it wrong. That's why. That's what the emoji really is, but that's not what they think it is.
So like when it says wash hands, I think it's the prayer hands like this.
Yeah, or waving.
But they describe it as wash hands.
Or clapping.
Yep, or clapping. Yeah.
I get it now too.
Do the 5. Is it? I don't know. Do the 5. What that is.
That's like this.
That problem should be with StreamYard, maybe. They should.
Yeah, you would have thought if the company knows about this, it's not exactly just happened. It's been happening for ages. That they would have made a fix for it.
As talking about
take any Da Vinci Code classes, so I'm not going to be able to know these emojis. Yeah, Neeraj.
Yeah, talking about emojis, Mohammed Fazal was telling us yesterday that the emojis that we are using in OConnect are copyrighted and patented, and since they are copyrighted and patented, and that's the only reason that you're able to display it in Burj Khalifa. It is otherwise it's not allowed.
You can buy, okay. You can buy and display it, yeah. But if you're using it for commercial, you got to pay for it, yeah. But we created our own, so. And there's more, and there are some like stickers and GIF, like the animated one. It's going to be hard to share everything all at once. I mean, little by little. We have a lifelong just to talk about ONPASSIVE and use and experience ONPASSIVE.
Okay, I'm going to slide off now because I've got things that I have to be there now. Thank you so much, RobLynn, for inviting me on. Ash, good to see you. Marty, I'll speak to you later on, I expect. See you later, Collins, as well, and Neeraj and Comfort.
Okay, before you go,
right.
Can we take a quick picture? Smiling picture.
You knew that was coming, Red.
Always.
How about this?
There you go. That's it.
Okay, everybody, smile.
Smile.
You get it?
But it doesn't have the screenshot button. You have to click 3 buttons, Ash.
What can you do? Hey, what can you do?
Not good like OTech. Oh well.
Great thing coming soon.
Thanks, Rob.
Let's
Thanks,
let's
Lynn.
enjoy. Sorry, Red. Go. Sorry.
It's nice. I really like the format where we can just hang out. There's no particular agenda, and wherever we go, we go. I like that. I really do.
Is this doesn't happen every day? I know there's a daily show, but to get this crowd, all these minds together, that's once in a while.
In French, they say les beaux jours sont rares. Beautiful moments are rare.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. 580 likes. Thank you, you guys, for the likes. We appreciate it.
Wow. Nice.
Ash, there are so many video conferences, video conferencing softwares, but the level of audio and the video quality that we are able to get in OConnect uh, is definitely 100 times, 1,000 times better than other things. So, what is the difference? Like, is it maybe like they did not want to do, or it is a complicated one, or uh, what exactly is that which differentiates?
You'll be a billionaire if you figure this out in no time.
Tiana's asking about the CC because she. I think we don't have the CC yet, right, Ash? Not yet. The
Not
closed listening.
the stable release, yes. I mean, so it's being worked on, but it's not enabled yet. But it's coming, yeah.
And then Caleb is deaf, and he's asking if we could have more emojis with the A, B, C, D. You know, the finger spelling, and more
Good
face,
idea.
different faces for deaf, especially. They like the facial expressions. Is that possible? A,
Like
B,
to use them in the chat or where
for emojis.
yeah, I understand, but like if you want something like for A, let's say you want to say hello, how many emojis are you going to do?
Oh, I think it's if they want to make words, they can with the letters.
There'll
But
be so many, yeah.
yeah, like if they
I
want
mean,
to say hi, they could put HI or
yeah.
something. That'd be too many, right? 26 is a lot.
Oh, I mean, we can do them, but how are you going to do them consecutively, like a word of, like, say, 8 letters?
Yeah. All righty. Thank you. And Rajenja says, ONPASSIVE is a huge pie, which we should have as per our digestion capacity. That's so cute. Emojis all over the screen, showering love and flowers.
There are things that still didn't have the reasonable quality for video streaming and audio for, let's say, concerts, like live concerts. Okay, yeah, you got Zoom. I mean, did you try Zoom like when they did it a while ago in the pandemic? And they did also, was it WebEx or Cisco? Yeah, a while ago it was on TV. It just It was just noise. And I think with the quality of OConnect, this will turn things around. Yeah. Jesse, good morning. We have no idea what you typed because it came as text. But if you're waving, good morning. Hope you're excited. What's with that pink waving?
You can tell us what that was. Tell us what did you type just what? I'll scroll down to the bottom and you tell us what it was. Then we will know. Because inquiring minds want to know.
All right, we have DeGarmo, Collins, Comfort, Neeraj, and RobLynn. Whether you're 5 or 6, everybody can ask question and we will close it out. How about that? I could stay forever. People are not going to leave. They're going to continue coming. But I think we have to be mindful. And my 8 o'clock appointment is going to come very soon. Yeah. So I have to do a meeting with the HR. Okay. So, Colin, any question? You were here first.
No, Ash, I'm just full with all the questions.
All right. Brother DeGarmo, I think he's good. He's probably winding down. Comfort.
I'm good, Ash.
Your chance. You ask Jeffrey good questions. You ask Daryl good questions. Neeraj, hit me.
No questions. Maybe keeping it reserved for the upcoming webinar.
Wait, I'm shocked, Neeraj. Say that again. I'm shocked.
Are you saying I got enough?
No, I can't think of any question as of now. So
perfect. All right.
Wow, that's a shocker, man.
So we're good to go?
Yeah, we just want to live with the memories of OConnect for now.
Yeah.
The sweet memories.
Without a doubt, Ash, today was epic. And I know the announcement of whatever you're going to do that maybe got, I don't know, a little bit to the side, not through anyone's fault, but whoever posted what they did was more than made up as we went to the top of OConnect. And that's the way I think Lynn and I talked about that. We feel it was a super strong presentation by everybody today. And we appreciate it.
Fantastic. No, everything happens for a reason, and we're happy with the way it turned out. And I think the biggest part today, we are stable. We got the highest numbers and the most number of people who got to experience it, a live, actual, functional platform, good product. And they know it's going to be in their hands very shortly. So that's promising, and that's encouraging that we know we already got something that will silence all the noise, and we'll just close the deal.
A done deal, brother. A done deal.
Have a wonderful night. Great Saturday morning. And I'll see you soon at a new topic.
And you have a good rest, Ash.
God bless.
Thank you, Ash.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I enjoyed being here.
Can we do
Bye,
one
Ash.
that's
Now say no to my boss.
silly faces? Let's do a fun one, okay? Ready?
Yeah. Silly faces like this? Okay.
My face is already silly enough.
How do you do that?
Hold on.
Ash. Be silly. Okay.
Let me get my pants down. Hold on.
Give it time.
I'm just kidding.
1, 2, 3, be silly. Okay.
Ash, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. Marty.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you.
Naraj.
Good night.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you,
Ciao.
everyone. See you soon.
We'll see you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye, Arlene.
God.
It's late for you, Collins.
Yeah, so I have to run.
It's past late. Now
Yeah.
it's early again. Yeah, you were late before. Now it's early.
Oh my God.
Now it's 9 o'clock, almost 9 a.m.
Oh, I'm so glad he came on. I didn't realize he had an appointment. So I wish I knew that. But
Yeah.
I think Oliver would have come, but he had a late evening, so he got
Yeah.
home really late. But I think he would have if he could have. And Vincent. had
oh,
some-
if he finds out Ash was on here and he didn't come, you wait till Sunday.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
I'm
hear
gonna.
about it in Vegas. He's gonna go, what?
Oh my God. I am gonna ride him like a mule.
Yeah. I called him. He said, "Oh, I'm in bed."
Oh, so he knows. Ash was
Yeah.
here.
I said, Ash is here.
Ash didn't say things literally, but you know by what he said, there's a lot of stuff coming. Okay?
Oh my God.
Unless you're
Oh
a
my.
complete moron.
Yeah. He
Maddie,
had to say it, but
the one that almost killed me is the OKYC.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is massive.
Guys, Bank, think
Oh,
about
but-
that. Think about all this stuff that, I mean, I don't know when, but it doesn't matter. I mean, the plan is to take over. We're gonna own it all. Whatever it is.
That's
Yeah.
what he said. We're going to
Yeah, we're
energize
gonna-
the internet and take it over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh my God, it's
the way
massive.
he said, Bank is coming soon, is like, what? Right? We thought that would be.
No,
yeah, listen, everybody assumes, like he said,
Oh,
they're focusing on Connect. They're doing hundreds of things at one time.
oh.
Seriously, if Ash only had Connect, he'd be bored to death.
Yeah.
He'd be bored to death.
That
If
was
he's
a
not twisted in 50 things, he's not happy.
That's a good question. Is how do you keep track of everything? And then he showed his tablets. I got stuff. He showed.
Yeah, but you know what he does? He writes it all down. But I never saw it. But I bet his desk is just absolutely horrendous.
Messy, right?
Yeah. I bet he writes it down, and that is his memory. As soon as he puts it down, it makes him remember.
And he said, because
Yeah.
I barely read my notes. He said, I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
But I understand part of it. Like when I do a live, people say, "What are you going to say?" I have no idea. It comes from here. If you really know and you believe what you're saying,
Yeah.
you don't have to read a script. Ash's vision to him is 2020. So he knows the steps it takes